It's time now for Athens Bible School basketball from Play Action Sports in conjunction with the NFHS Network. We'll be back with a pregame show right after this. Athens Bible School holds a very unique position in the Athens-Limestone County area as a school that offers better education on a better foundation. Athens Bible School consistently provides a well-rounded education for its students by teaching them how to succeed in life, spiritually, academically, physically, and socially. Founded in 1943, Athens Bible School is a K-12 private school whose mission is to provide a quality education from a biblical worldview in a Christian environment. To find out more about Athens Bible School, call 256-232-3525 or visit them online at athensbibleschool.org. Thompson Roofing and Construction has been serving the Tennessee Valley since 2008, one of 10 GAF Master Elite contractors in the state, and boasting an A-plus rating with a Better Business Bureau. They're also family-owned, and as a result, they emphasize quality and client satisfaction above all else. Whether you need a new roof, roof replacement, repair, or inspection, or even gutter or siding installation, you can trust Thompson Roofing. Visit them online at 256roofing.com or call 251-5566. Thompson Roofing and Construction.
Hey guys, this is Joanna with CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to our storefront. While you're here, you'll find a variety of Bibles, children's gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more. Come check out our children's section. It's filled with Bible stories, picture books, games, toys, and a growing selection of homeschool materials. Here at CEI Bookstore, our goal is to provide you with trustworthy resources to bring you and your family closer to God. Stop by, and our friendly staff will be happy to help you find material that fits you and your family's needs. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Taking his hand, helping each other home.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. TAD Incorporated, residential and commercial painting contractors in Athens. Call Terry Dutton at 256-777-8142. That's 256-777-8142. TAD Incorporated says, go Trojans.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Alabama High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast. Keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports, Play Action Sports.
And good evening and welcome to Athens Bible School basketball here on the Play Action Sports Network. We're getting ready to bring you tonight's action between the Athens Bible School Lady Trojans and the St. Bernard Saints, I believe they are, from Coleman. And here's the starting lineups.
Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 10, Emma Powell. Starting at guard, an 8th grader, number 11, Charlie Robertson. Starting at forward, a senior, number 14, Claudia Fallen. And starting at center, a freshman, number 20, Annabelle Marte. And now for your home team, United Trojans, here are your starters. Starting at guard, the senior number 15, Molly Chumley. a freshman, number 22, Rick Piscatelli. Starting forward, a freshman, number 25, Katie Lee Helms. Starting at guard, a freshman, number 31, Brooke Blakely. And starting forward, a freshman, number 32, Addison Simmons.
And as you heard, public address announcer Casey Harbin introduced the starting lineups for both teams. St. Bernard comes into the game at 0-8 on the season. They are out of Class 1A Area 12. Again, out of the Coleman area in the city of Coleman, St. Bernard. And the ABS Lady Trojans are 3-5 on the year. They're out of 1A Area 15. So we're just about ready to start here. This is the opening game of the night. There's only 2 games on tap tonight. Middle school teams played last night, I believe. Not a huge crowd here just yet, but still time for folks to fill in. Number 20, Annabelle Marte, will jump for St. Bernard against Addison Simmons of the Trojans. Trojans gain possession of the ball. Here's Molly Chumley with it around the top of the key. She'll swing it over to Brooke Blakely. Takes a 3 off the back of the rim. And here comes St. Bernard back the other way. Ball is brought down court by number 2. That's Amelia Tafazzoli. It'll be knocked out of bounds by Brooke Blakely, and St. Bernard will inbound. Here's a pass down low to number 14. That's Fallen. And they'll swing it back around. Swing it around the perimeter. It's going to be stolen away by Brooke Blakely. She's coming down the court, and she'll put up a shot against some heavy traffic. It'll be no good. And here comes 14 Fallen back with it. Across the timeline for St. Bernard. She'll get it to Tafazzoli, who's the top of the key. Swings it over. She's looking over to number 11, Charlie Robertson. There's a long shot by Tafazzoli. And here comes the Trojans back the other way. This is Blakely, and got away with a double dribble. I don't think anybody realized. And here comes Chumley. She'll swing it over to Katie Lee Helms. Helms swings it down low to Piscatelli, and she's down in the corner. And Trojans lose the ball out of bounds, but it's knocked away by St. Bernard, and they'll retain possession. Brad Merle's not with us tonight. He and his wife Tiffany had other things they needed to take care of tonight. So I am soloing it right now. Hopefully have some help here shortly. And we got a foul on the floor. That'll go against number 2. That's Tafazzoli. Blakely will take a 3-point shot. It's up, bounces off the back of the rim, just missed. Helms will get the rebound. And here comes St. Bernard out there with it. And Tafazzoli now will maintain control. She'll step on the baseline, or the sideline. And it'll be Trojan possession. Piscatelli will inbound to Chumley. Chumley now dribbles it up slowly. Back over to Piscatelli. She'll swing it inside to Simmons. She kicks it back out to Blakely. Chumley will take the 3-point shot now. It's off the front of the rim. And possession is fought for, and it'll be a tie-up between Piscatelli and number 14, Fallen. Trojans will maintain possession on the change of possession. On the possession error. Trojans are now in a full-court press, and they'll get it into Tafazzoli. She'll come down the sideline with it. She'll head all the way to the basket, coast to coast, put up the layup, up and good. That's a nice drive there for Tafazzoli. Here comes Chumley back the other way with it across the timeline. She swings it over to Blakely. She's going to put up a 3-point shot. It's good. Good 3-point shot by Blakely. She missed the first 2, but she nailed that one. Trojans still in the press. Stolen by Blakely. Gets it to Chumley for the layup, up and in, and I think we have a foul on top of that. If so, I believe it'll count. And it's going to be on number 2. That's Tafazzoli. That's her second foul, I believe. And that'll send Chumley to the line. It's not on Tafazzoli. It's on number 20, Annabelle Marte, her first, team second. So 6-2 lead here in the early going. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Ball is knocked away by the Trojans. And number 20, Marte will inbound. She'll get it to number 14, Fallen. They break the press. Here comes Tafazoli again. Puts up the layoff. It's no good. Fallen gets the rebound. She'll kick it over to number 10. That's Powell. Here comes a three-point shot by Tafazoli. And Molly Chumley chases down the rebound. She's back quickly down the other way. She's going to drive. Runs into traffic. Loses control of the ball. But I believe knocked away by St. Bernard, and that is the case. Addison Simmons will inbound the ball. She'll get it to Blakely. Thinks about the three. Moves in. Puts up the shot. And we got a foul. And I think that's going to go on against number 14, Claudia Fallon. That'll be the third team foul for St. Bernard. Pascatelli inbounds. Gets it to Chumley. Swings it up to the top of the key by Brooke Blakely. And she knocks down the three. Lady Trojans jump to a quick 9-2 lead here in the opening moments. And that's going to be a 30-second timeout. Again, just mentioning that Brad Merle's not with us tonight due to other commitments that he had. And we'll remind you as well, check out the Play Action Sports mobile app. It's your connection to all live streams, along with scores, game archives, and more. Go online to pasnetwork.net for the download links. So a nice night to watch basketball here in the city of Athens. It's a damp night, as you know, and a lot of folks now filing in across the way for the home crowd. Fairly sparse crowd from Coleman, at least so far. So number 20, Annabelle Marte, will inbounds. She'll get it to Fallon. Fallon back to Tafazoli. And, excuse me, not Tafazoli. That's going to, yes, Tafazoli. And she's got the ball. She'll swing it over to Fallon once again, and she'll lose the handle, and it'll go out of bounds. Only 6 players on the bench, at least available to play for St. Bernard. They have 2 others, but they are not dressed out, so they are short on players. This is Brooke Blakely. She's going to put up the three. It misses off the back of the rim, but Simmons maintains the rebound. It's knocked away. She gets it back again. We're going to get another tie-up between Simmons and number 11, Charlie Robertson. Robertson, an 8th grader. And the Trojans will inbound the ball. Chumley gets it over to Blakely. She puts up another three, bounces off the back of the rim. It's rebound inside by Katie Lee Helms. And Charlie Robertson eventually came up with the ball, but she was quickly fouled by Brooke Blakely. And that'll be her first. St. Bernard inbounds. The inbound pass is stolen by Chumley. She quickly gets it down to Blakely. She lays it up and in. 11-2 our score. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. And Tafazoli is going to lose the handle as she tries to get down the court. And it'll be an out of bounds. The press is having a big effect on St. Bernard in the early going. Chumley with it now. Walks it across the timeline. She gets it into Addie Simmons. Simmons puts up a shot. It's errant. And St. Bernard's got the rebound, but there's going to be a tie-up on the rebound. And the possession error in favor of St. Bernard. So they'll have to put the ball in play down basically underneath the goal, near the underneath of the goal, down on the baseline. And they'll get it. Here comes number 10 with it. She loses the handle. That's Powell. Ball is stolen away by Molly Chumley. She lays it up and in. 13-2 our score. 4:06 to go here in the first quarter. There's the inbounds to now to Fallon. Fallon over to Robertson. Robertson swings it to Tafazoli, puts up a running jump shot along the baseline. It's no good, but she gets fouled on the play. And this will be the second foul of the game against the Trojans. Going to go against number 32, Addison Simmons, I believe. And that is correct. And that's going to put number 2, Tafazoli, on the line. And she makes the first free throw. Second shot is up, and it is also good. 13-4 our score, 3:55 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Chumley with it across the timeline. She looks, not much pressure from Bernard. Addison Simmons gets her hands on it, Swings it back over to Piscatelli. She swings it back out to Chumley, who misses a shot. This is Hellam. She puts up a shot off the back of the rim. And here comes St. Bernard, Emma Powell with it. She's going to lose control of it, but she had help losing control of it. And there's another foul on the floor. That's going to go against the Trojans, I believe. No, I don't see a foul. Didn't see a foul called. May have gone against Chumley, number 15. I believe it is against Chumley. So we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout once again. Follow us on Twitter at PAS Network and look for Play Action Sports on Facebook. We'll keep you updated on scores and information tonight and throughout the week. 3:19 to go here in the first quarter. And Lady Trojans have jumped out to a lead of 13-4. 3 team fouls. I got a little confused a minute ago thinking there was not a foul call, but Molly Chumley did pick up that foul. So each team with 3 fouls here just past midway through the first quarter. Powell will inbound the ball to Tafazoli, and she's got it. It'll be stolen away by Molly Chumley. She'll put up the layup, and it will bounce around and down and in. Chumley off to a big night already. Here comes Tafazoli, and she's going to step. Well, I thought maybe she stepped on the sideline. She had help stepping on it. Well, no, they're going to call a foul. Well, they were lining up as though Trojans thought that was their ball, but there was a foul on the floor against number 31. That's Blakely. It'll be her second. And that's the 4th team foul for the Lady Trojans. So there's the inbound pass. That's Tafazoli now. She'll drive the lane and be tripped by Piscatelli, number 22. So the Lady Trojans are piling up fouls here in the early going. That'll be Piscatelli's first. No, it's going to be called on Chumley. It sure looked like Piscatelli was the one that initiated that. They call it on Chumley. So that's her second. Inbound pass to number 2, Tafazoli. Over to Powell. Powell swings it back to Tafazoli. And they'll swing it down low. That's number 11, Robertson. Robertson back out to Tafazoli. Over to Fallon. She'll take the 3-point shot. And it is good. Nice shot by Fallon. 15-7 our score. 2:36 to go first quarter. Here comes Chumley back the other way. And she'll get it over to Lillian Moss is down in the game. That's Piscatelli with it at the top of the key. She'll swing it over to Katie Lee Helms, and she takes a step without dribbling, and we call for the walking foul violation. And the ball goes back over to St. Bernard. And Tafazoli gets into heavy traffic. She throws an errant pass that number 11, Charlie Robertson, was not ready for. And the Lady Trojans are back with possession. Here comes Chumley. Chumley, top of the key, over to Piscatelli. Piscatelli, and I'm blocked. Official. Chumley's going to put up a 3-point shot, and it is good. Big night for Chumley so far. 18-7 our score. St. Bernard breaks the press, and that's Tafazoli with it. She'll put up a 3. It's off the back of the rim. But number 10, Powell chases it down. Back to Tafazoli. Fallon thinks about a shot. Gets covered up in heavy traffic. And here comes Piscatelli with it. She's back quickly the other way. She gets it to Lillian Moss. Moss drives into the lane. Loses possession of it. Here comes Tafazoli back the other way. Tafazoli trying to go coast to coast with it. Puts it up. And shot's no good, but there's a foul on the floor. I thought she might have taken a step before putting up that pass, but the official didn't see that. So there's a foul called against, I guess that's on number 22, Piscatelli. It is. And Tafazoli puts the first shot in. And she'll have another one to come. Into the game now for St. Bernard, number 20. That's Annabelle Marte, or back in the game, I should say. Here's Tafazzoli's second shot. It bounces off and away. And here comes Addison Simmons back with it quickly the other way. 18-8 our score, 1:19 to go first quarter. Chumley's going to take a three-point shot. It bounces off, but Lillian Moss runs it down, gets the rebound. Simmons now in the paint, picks it back out to Moss. She tries to get the ball back to Chumley, but alertly number 2, Amelia Tafazzoli, who's been a workhorse for St. Bernard, she knocks it away. Here comes Chumley back the other way. Moss is going to put up a shot. It's errant. And here comes number 10 again. That's Powell. She's going to throw an errant pass, but Tafazzoli runs it down. And we're going to get another foul on the floor. I believe this is going to be on Piscatelli. If so, it'll be her second. And it is. That's the 7th team foul. So St. Bernard now in the bonus, and will be for the rest of this first half. Now under a minute to go, 49 seconds to go in the first quarter, 18-8 our score. First free throw by Tafazzoli is no good. Simmons runs it down. She gets it to Moss. Chumley now with it. Out in three-point land. Thought about the shot. Pulls it back out. She'll get it over to Simmons down in the corner. Inside to Chumley. She's pulls it back out. This is Moss with it. And she'll kick it over to Kara Thomas. And she'll miss the rim and everything. But Kaylee Lee Helms, I could not see who had it, but it's Kaylee Lee Helms, puts it in for 2 points for the Lady Trojans. We're back down the other way, and number 11, Charlie Robertson walks. And now under 10 seconds, the Lady Trojans need to be aware of the clock here and get a shot off. Helms thinks about the shot. I don't know if they know what the time is. So Chumley now puts up a shot, but bounces around, but fails to drop in. Good first quarter by the Lady Trojans. 20-8 our score. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Athens Bible School Basketball on Play Action Sports.
Athens Bible School holds a very unique position in the Athens-Limestone County area as a school that offers better education on a better foundation. Athens Bible School consistently provides a well-rounded education for its students by teaching them how to succeed in life, spiritually, academically, physically, and socially. Founded in 1943, Athens Bible School is a K-12 private school whose mission is to provide a quality education from a biblical worldview in a Christian environment. To find out more about Athens Bible School, call 256-232-3525 or visit them online at athensbibleschool.org. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
And welcome back to the Jack Cannon Gymnasium here on Athens Bible School here on a Friday night. 20-8 our score as we Lady Trojans get to inbound the ball here to start the second quarter. That's Chumley with it, and she walks it up against literally no pressure, and she'll swing it over to Piscatelli. Piscatelli in there with 2 fouls. Kick it inside to Chumley, kicks it back out to Brooke Blakely. Blakely over to Thomas, back to Chumley against tight pressure, and she'll getting a lot of pressure, and fouling. A foul is going to be called on the floor. And that's going to go up against number 10, Emma Powell. That'll be her first, team's fourth. Piscatelli will inbound the ball, gets to Katie Lee Helms, puts up a shot, but it's no good. And we're going to get a touch foul as Kara Thomas was over the back. That'll be her first of the game. The team's 8, so that'll send St. Bernard to the line. And I believe that'll be Fallon, number 14, Claudia Fallon, who'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. 18 fouls against the Lady Trojans. So here comes the first shot by Fallon. And it spins around and comes out, and I think the Lady Trojans forgot that was a 1-and-1, but no harm now. They got the ball. Chumley swings it over to Brooke Blakely, puts up the three, just off the back of the rim again. And Chumley she'll grab it, puts up a shot, and the rebound will be claimed by Claudia Fallon, number 14. She'll be fouled. And that'll send her once again to the line. That foul will go against number 25, Katie Lee Helms. So this being the ninth foul of the half. Of course, this is a 1-and-1. She hits her first. That'll make the score 20-9. St. Bernard will be in the double bonus for the remainder of this half. And she makes both shots. 10-point game, 20-10. Our score, 7:16 to go here in the first quarter. This is Molly Chumley with it. She'll drive the lane, put up a shot, no good. Nice drive, just didn't get it to fall. Piscatelli gets the rebound. She'll get it back to Chumley. She'll go back into the lane again, swings it back out to Brooke Blakely, thinks about the shot, goes inside, puts up a shot, and we're going to get a tie-up. Possession was claimed by number 20, Annabelle Marte, but Molly Chumley wisely reaches in and ties her up. And the possession arrow will go over to St. Bernard. They'll inbound the ball. Here comes Fallon, gets away with a walk. Here comes Chumley back the other way with it on a steal. She'll swing it over to Brooke Blakely, puts up the three, and it is good. That's at least her second three of the game. 23-10 our score. Here comes Tapazzoli. She'll swing it all the way down over the head of Fallon. It'll be run down by Kara Thomas. Chumley now with a long pass down the floor to Brooke Blakely. Lays it up and in. Nice pass and layup by the Lady Trojans that time. Still in that press. Here comes Tapazzoli with it in heavy traffic. Loses control. Gets it back. She'll get it over to Powell. Gets it over the timeline finally. And now Tapazzoli back with it again. She'll swing it over now to number 20. That's Marte. Puts up an errant shot. It's no good. Blakely runs it down. She's going to go all the way in and lay it up and in. Blakely on her way to a big game as well. 27-10 our score. 5:53 to go until halftime. Here's a steal by Piscatelli. She goes up, attacks the basket, lays it up. It's no good, but she gets fouled in the process. And the foul will be on number 2, I believe, and that'll be Tapazzoli. That'll be her second. St. Bernard, with only 6 players available, is really got to be aware of the foul situation. First free throw by Piscatelli is up and good, and she's got another one coming. Addison Simmons back in the game. Looks like Lillian Moss is about to come in. Piscatelli with one more shot here. And it bounces around, comes out. Here comes Powell with it. Powell gets it across the timeline over to Fallon. Fallon thinks about the shot, pulls it back. It looks like Powell's going to run the point now. She gets it back to Marte, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Kind of a hard pass for Powell to have to handle. It was right at her feet, and she could not maintain control, and the ball went into backcourt. So the Lady Trojans will inbound at the half-court line. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 28-10 our score. Molly Chumley with it now. She swings it over to Blakely with another three-point shot. Bounces off. And possession is controlled by Powell. She swings it over to Marte. Marte finally gets it across half court. And she'll get it down low. Tries to get it to Robertson. A lot of traffic. Fallon gets control of it. And she puts it up and in and gets fouled in the process. That's the 10th team foul. The foul will go against number 2. That's Lillian Moss, her first. And Fallon goes to the line for the bonus shot. First shot is up, and it is no good. I tell you, our girls look confused. They're having trouble keeping up with when it's with the free throw shooting situation. They kind of stood there. Ball hit one of them and went out of bounds, and St. Bernard maintained control. The inbound pass is knocked away by Molly Chumley. And number 14, Claudia Fallon, will inbound the ball. She gets it down to Marte down in the corner. She'll swing it inside to Powell. Powell puts up a shot. It's off the back of the rim. Brooke Blakely comes out with the rebound. She'll push it down court. Across the timeline, thinks about the three, gets it over to Addison Simmons, swings it in, kicks it out to Kara Thomas, who puts up the three, and it's good. 31-12 our score, and the inbounds pass is knocked away by Molly Chumley. Beautiful shot that time by senior Kara Thomas, and that gets a round of applause from the crowd. This is Thomas's first year playing. Here comes the Lady Trojans in the press. Steal the ball away. Thomas, they get it back to Thomas. She loses control to Tafazoli. She'll get it over to McBride, who got away with a walk, but Lillian Moss will run it down. Gets it to Chumley. Chumley gets it over to Brooke Blakely. She's covered up. She'll swing it over to Moss. Moss to Thomas. Back out to the top to Molly Chumley. Chumley now. She'll swing it over to Brooke Blakely. She takes the three. It's up, and it is good. Nothing but net. 34-12. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. This is Powell with it, being covered heavily by Addison Simmons, too heavily, and she picks up the foul in the process. That'll be her second. Team fouls now well beyond the double bonus. So that'll send number 10, Emma Powell, to the line for 2 free throws, with St. Bernard Lady Saints down 34-12. Her first shot bounces off and no good. And she'll stand in there for another shot in the double bonus. Shot is up, and it is good. And entering the game now is back in is Katie Lee Helms. Molly Chumley will take a well-deserved rest. And they'll inbound the ball. Here comes Helms with it. She gets it to Blakely. Blakely now appears to be running the point. She'll swing it over to Helms. Helms down in the corner to Thomas. She kicks it back out to Moss. Looked like possibly a foul there. This is Simmons with it. Simmons kicks it back to Thomas. This is now Moss with it. She's in heavy traffic. Simmons gets the ball and shoots a baseline shot up and in. Nice shot by Addison Simmons. 36-13 our score. 3:22 to go in the first half. This is Powell with it. She'll swing it over to Fallon. Puts up the three. Bounces off, but the rebound is controlled by Tafazoli. She puts up a running jump shot. It's no good. Simmons now back quickly with it the other way. Helms had the ball stripped away. Here comes Tafazoli. Tafazoli will get it across the timeline. Here comes Powell. And Powell will take a step. A little bit of frustration from Powell there. She just failed to dribble. We got another quick timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. 2:56 our score, 36-13. Excuse me, 2:56 on the clock. 36-13 is our score in favor of the Lady Trojans. Go online to tailgate.net and enter your nominations for the Applebee's Athlete of the Week. Vote on this week's poll. We'll announce the winner Saturday between 10 and noon on Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. The winner receives a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. You might hear some Christmas music. It's a Christmas theme tonight. I look over the way, and the varsity basketball players and quite a few other students are attired in Christmas clothes tonight. So after that quick timeout, the Lady Trojans with the ball. It's Brooke Blakely. She'll swing it over to Simmons. She swings it back inside to Blakely, who filled the lane. She got covered up, but Lady Katie Lee Helms will put up a shot Number 14, that's Fallen, will maintain control. And she'll be fouled by Blakely, I believe, over the back. That'll be her third foul. She's got to think she's going to come out now, playing with 3. Molly Chumley getting ready to come into the game. Fallen back out the line. Seems like she's been there a lot tonight. Puts up the first of 2 free throws. It is no good. And Blakely will exit the game with those 3 fouls, and Molly Chumley is now back in. Fallen with her second shot. It is up, spins around, and comes out no good. Kara Thomas for the rebound. This is Lillian Moss with it. She'll kick it to Chumley. Chumley at the top of the key. Light pressure. Swings it over to Thomas. Down low to Simmons. Ball is kicked around, and looks like St. Bernard comes up with control. Here comes Tafazoli. She's got a player down low. She didn't see her. This is Fallen with it. Powell's going to take a 3-point shot. It banks off the backboard and no good. Katie Lee Helms is going to come up with the rebound. She has trouble getting control of it, but finally does. It gets it to Chumley, who swings a pass down low to Addison Simmons. That shot is partially blocked, and here comes St. Bernard back out with it. This is Tafazoli. Tafazoli been their main ball handler so far. Puts up a shot. It's no good. Kara Thomas with the Lady Trojans with the rebound. And here comes Molly Chumley with it. Seems like the game's playing at a frantic pace at times. This is Lillian Moss at the top of the key. She swings it over to Kaylee Lee Helms. She looks inside to Chumley. Ball is stolen away by St. Bernard. That's number 32 with the rebound. She gets it to Tafazoli. And number 11, Robertson, puts up an errant 3-point shot. She'll swing it over, or the rebounder gets it over to Fallen, misses a 3. And here comes Chumley back with it for the Lady Trojans quickly. And she runs into traffic, about loses control, but gets it back, and now they'll reset the offense. 1:05 to go, 36-13 our score. And this is Kara Thomas with it now, who should put up a 3, made it earlier. Moss swings it around. This is Helms. She'll drive, kick it back out. Pass is intercepted by Tafazoli. Tafazoli will go all the way down. She's going to kick it back out to Robertson, who misses the 3. Here comes Kara Thomas back with it, and she'll get it to Chumley. And we got a timeout. We got a timeout by the official. I thought maybe at first it was an injured player. And I don't know what the problem was. Okay, so they allow a player in the game. Well, whatever. Lady Trojans still with the ball. Helms thinks about the pass. Had a couple of steps there. May have got away with a walk. Tafazoli's going to run it down for St. Bernard. She'll get it to Powell. Powell now is going to push it up the floor. She'll swing it down to Robertson, the 8th grader, who starts for the Lady Saints. She's covered up by Simmons. She's going to get a 5 count on her. She doesn't get it away, and she does. Good tight defense that time by Addison Simmons, who created that turnover. 6.2 seconds to go in the half. Lady Trojans got to be aware of the clock. And they inbound the pass, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Chumley had to run that pass down in the process, got tripped by Tafazoli. And that's going to be Tafazoli's 3rd foul. And Lady Trojans will inbound the ball with 4.7 seconds. Chumley, she's going to swing it to Thomas. She's got to get a shot off. And it did not appear that the Lady Trojans were aware of the clock. Well, a good half of play by the Lady Trojans. 36-13 our score here at halftime. We're going to take a break for some halftime messages. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Athens Bible School Basketball on Play Action Sports.
Thompson Roofing and Construction has been serving the Tennessee Valley since 2008, one of 10 GAF Master Elite contractors in the state, and boasting an A-plus rating with a Better Business Bureau. They're also family-owned, and as a result, they emphasize quality and client satisfaction above all else. Whether you need a new roof, roof replacement, repair, or inspection, or even gutter or siding installation, you can trust Thompson Roofing. Visit them online at 256roofing.com or call 251-5566. Thompson Roofing and Construction. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. Time now for the ABS Trojan Spotlight with girls head coach David Cox.
Peyton Rogers is one of our sophomores this year. Peyton was been playing varsity ball since last year, ninth grade. She came at the end of 8th grade year and played some on varsity. But she has been hurt a lot of that time. She had injuries she dealt with a lot last year and has been dealing with that again this year when she got hurt. Hopefully she's going to be back in a couple of weeks. Peyton is a good ball player, got a great shot, can offer a whole lot, has an understanding of the game, and can give us a lot of help both defensively and offensively. And so we're looking for some good things out of Peyton as she comes back and gets her strength back and is able to get back on the floor with us.
We'll be back with more of the Halftime Show from Play Action Sports. TAD Incorporated, residential and commercial painting contractors in Athens. Call Terry Dutton at 256-777-8142. That's 256-777-8142. TAD Incorporated says, Go Trojans! Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
15 seconds.
And welcome back to Athens Bible School basketball here on the Play Action Sports Network. We're at halftime of the Lady Trojans varsity girls game. It's with Lady Saints of St. Bernard. 36-13 our score. So a big night so far by the Lady Trojans. Joining me here at halftime is head varsity basketball coach Rusty Brand. Rusty, good to have you with us once again.
Thank you, man.
So I realized last game didn't go as we wanted.
Yeah.
You know, I got to thinking about that. Seems like a couple of years ago, maybe 3, I believe we lost by large amount.
We did. We
Oakwood
lost.
And turned around and beat them, did we not?
We lost. We went over there and lost by 40.
I was thinking it was that. Yeah, that was the number that was in my head.
And we came back and actually won the next game, believe it.
I remember that. No reason we can't do that this year.
That's right. You know, we the final ended up being by about 18, I think, the other night. In fairness, though, it was worse than that. I mean, they had us 25, but one thing is, you know, just the way that they play is they don't really call the dogs off. And he didn't do that, which is fine. I mean, it's a mentality, and they listen. They play tough. They play physical. They press you. They trap you. They're everywhere, and that was not a surprise to us. We knew that and we expected it. We didn't handle it very well, and that's on us to get better between now and then. And so, you know, we took Wednesday off as we normally do and came out and actually had a really good practice last night. You know, you always worry the day before a game, how hard do you go, how much do you run, how much do you do things. But we got after it really good for probably about half of it, and then we pulled back a little bit and just kind of worked on some situational things. So, you know, you got to learn from it. It stung a little bit. We didn't want that outcome, obviously. We thought we could give them a better game than that, but really really they started pulling away from us in the second quarter, and they didn't look back. So, but they're good. You know, you got to give them credit for being a good team.
But there's no reason why we can't learn from that.
That's right.
And be a much better team when we play them the next time.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, it's a little early in the year for an area game. I wish we could have maybe pushed it back a week or two, but that's okay. That's part of it. And, you know, the good thing, we talk a lot about, the good thing about, it's good and bad about basketball. You play so many games, you don't get to worry too much about a loss because you got another one coming up, but you don't get to celebrate a win very long either because you got to get back at it. So anyway, we're looking forward to tonight. You know, we play St. Bernard every year. We generally do a home and home with them. We go down and play in their tournament.
You know, we may not do that this year.
We are, yeah. We may not always play them there, but there's always a chance you're going to meet up with them. So
I like that trip down there.
I do too. I do too.
I have to say, I like all the trips.
Yeah.
But it seems like, I don't know, it's just a fun trip, and we've had some pretty good games down there.
We have. You know, the one thing that we've said about St. Bernard before is, if you're one of those people that you make your judgment on a team just looking at them in warm-ups, you might not think a lot about them, but I tell you, they always surprise you. They always play really hard. They always are, you know, they're pretty tough. They're one of the kids I was trying to get out to come shoot. He's been with them for a number of years. He is he's a really good player. 23, I think, for them. His name's escaping me right now. But so we expect to be playing a scrappy bunch tonight, and you know, we kind of talked about that last night at practice, and we're preparing for it. So I really want us to come out and try to just shake Tuesday off. You know, just we're honestly, last night at practice, everybody still had their head down a little bit over it. So you know, we got to shake it off. That's just the life of playing ball. You know, you got to move on, and so we'll try to do that tonight. But you know, we've had a records 4-3. I think, you know, outside of that Oakwood game, our two losses were ones that, you know, you get the thing to bounce your way a time or two in that game and you got a chance. And so we try to think about those things and what we could have done to maybe change it. So
we held our own against a team that's, last time I checked, 11-0.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
and you know, if we take care of the ball a little bit better in that game, I don't know that we win it, but I think it's a one-possession game coming down the stretch because we had to foul a little bit there at the end, but and to their credit, they made those free throws when they needed to. So and they're a good team. So I wish we were actually getting to play them again. Just we want to do a home and home, but schedules don't always work out very well.
You know, when I saw it, I said, we'll get them when we play them again, and I forgot that was a tournament-like game.
Well, the reason we scheduled the tournament is we couldn't make a home and home work this year with our schedules, and so we wanted to play. And Coach Holt said, "We'll come to our tournament. We'll schedule each other in the tournament. At least we'll get one game." And so that worked out. That was good for us. I talked to him afterwards. He felt like it was a good game for them. So that's good. But you know, I tell you, the injury bug just won't quit nibbling at us. You know, we talked a little bit about Rhett before. We're gonna nurse his knee all year. That's just the way it's going to be. He's feeling really good. Played good the other night, you know, for it to have been hurting him.
I kind of noticed. I figured when it got out of hand, when it was obvious we weren't going to come back and win the game, you kind of pulled him and let him rest.
We did. We pulled him to just get him out, and then we talked on there and said, you know, let's just hold you. You know, and he agreed. He's been really smart about it. Walker broke his finger a week ago. He's feeling better. He played the other night, and it I'm sure it bothered him some, but it wasn't noticeable. But then last night at practice, Spencer Blake scratches himself in the eye.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Poked himself in the eye, and it scratched his cornea. So we've laughed. No. My only laugh is that he did it to himself.
Is he going to be able to play?
He is, yeah. He went to the eye doctor this morning, and they gave him a contact just to protect it, you know, and said he would be fine. But you know, it's a couple days to recover if you can kind of take care of it. But I talked to his parents and talked to him, and they were comfortable with him playing. The doctor said if he feels like it, he can play. So
Spencer's played really well this year.
Hasn't he? He's played great.
Yeah.
You know,
just a scrappy, hard-working player.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we really, you know, every team needs that. And Red has done that for us for a few years. Lane is coming on and doing that for us, and Spencer's been. He's been a big lift for us, so we're glad of that. I'm glad he's playing tonight. I was afraid when I got a text from him this morning he might not be able to, but anyway, we're going to try to keep the injury bug away if we can. But it's you know, it nibbles at you sometimes. So,
well, thanks for joining us, Rusty. You're welcome to sit here a little while and do color. Or Brian Blakely's over there. He's going to do it too.
Brian took on the role of DJ for us tonight, and I don't know. I think we ought to cut his pay. His music's low. I need it louder. I couldn't hear it walking in.
So here we go. Lady Trojans will inbound the ball here to begin the second half. Up 36-13. Our score as the third quarter begins. This is Addison Simmons. She'll swing it down to the corner to Hetty Lee Helms. Pass is knocked away, but Chumley will run it down. It's going to be intercepted by Tafazzoli. That's Powell with it. She'll push it up hard now, and she swings it over to Fallon. Thank you, Coach Bren. And we got a shot, and that's put up by number 11, I believe, Charlie Robertson. Excuse me, the number 10. That's it's Robertson, number 11, the 8th grader. She makes the three-point shot, gets fouled in the process by Piscatelli, and she'll go to the line for the bonus shot. And she puts it up and banks it home, 36-17 here in the early going of the second half. This is Brooke Blakely. Blakely will swing it over to Simmons, down in the corner to Helm. She'll be covered up. She's got to get out of there. And she's going to pick up a foul by number 10, Emma Powell. I'm not so sure that Helms didn't create that foul. She kind of hooked Powell and drug her along, but that's the way it was called. So Addison Simmons is going to inbound the ball. And Moss is going to put up a shot, and here comes Fallon with it back the other way. This is Powell with it. She'll get it over to Tafazzoli. Tafazzoli now to Charlie Robertson, who just made that three. She'll swing it across court to Fallon. She'll drive and have to kick it back out. This is Tafazzoli at the free throw line. She swings it inside to Marty, or Marte, I guess is probably the pronunciation. Joining me now is Mr. Brian Blakely, who's running the music tonight and helping me out a little bit here.
Glad to be here. St. Bernard moving the ball real well tonight.
Yeah, they are. Here's a shot by number 10. That's Powell. It's no good. Here comes Molly Chumley quickly back the other way. She's going to push all the way down, puts up a layup. It's no good. Brooke Blakely will claim the rebound. And she'll be fouled in the process by number 11. That's Charlie Robertson. That's her first team foul. Excuse me, first personal foul, second team foul. And Chumley with it. She's going to put up a three, and it is good. 36-17, 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nice shot. That's at least her second three of the game, I believe.
Yeah, the three ball's falling real good for the Trojans tonight.
Well, your daughter Brooks made a couple at least, maybe three. Here comes, you probably know exactly how many.
I'm not sure. Got 4 freshmen on the court right now, though. That's a bright future for the Trojans.
I agree totally. Fallon's going to be in the paint with it. She's not going to put up a shot. She's going to put up one quick. You're going to get called for a 3-second violation. She finally puts it up. It's going to bounce away. It'll go off St. Bernard. And the Lady Trojans will inbound. 22-point lead here for the Lady Trojans with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Chumley. She'll swing it over to Blakely. Blakely looks inside, kicks it back out to Chumley, who returns it back to Blakely, who's open, and she knocks down a three. You're right, Brian. Threes are falling. 42-17. Blakely now on the press with the steal. She loses a handle on it. Here comes Bernard back with it the other way. This is Robertson with it. Robertson is going to get down in the corner and get covered up. They're going to swing it back around the perimeter. Here comes Tafazzoli, where the shot is almost stolen by Chumley. Robertson now with it, and she's going to swing it out to Tafazzoli, who cannot maintain control of the pass, and it'll go out of bounds.
Good defense by the Trojans.
And the ball will go over to St. Bernard. Absolutely. Very good defense by the Lady Trojans. This is Chumley with it. Chumley looks over to Blakely. She got another three. This one bounces off the front of the rim. Here comes Powell with it quickly back the other way. And she's going to throw a pass that's going to have to be chased down by Marte. Marte swings it out to the top of the key. Lillian Moss almost gets it. I think she got smacked in the face inadvertently by someone. I think she's okay.
Yeah, she's a scrapper. She's going to be a good ball player for the
I think
Trojans.
she got popped in the face by somebody. It may have been one of our players. So here comes Molly Chumley back with it across the timeline. And she's going to look to Blakely once again. Blake is covered up now. She'll swing it back around. Down low to Moss. Moss puts up a shot. It's up and good. Goes from getting smacked in the face.
And the steal
here comes the steal by Moss. She'll swing it to Chumley. And she puts up a three. She's going to be fouled by number 10, Emma Powell. That'll be the third team foul on St. Bernard here of the half. And that's going to be the third foul on Powell. Yeah, and I think fouls are going to loom large for a roster of 6 that St. Bernard has. Chumley's going to put up the first free throw. She's going to get 3 on the 3-point shot. And it's good, 45-17. Second shot is up. She's also good. And she'll get the third and final shot here. Good free throw shooting so far by Chumley. And the third free throw's up, bounces off a jinxter. And rebound will be chased down by Folland, who gets it to Powell. She'll push it down to Tapazzoli. Tapazzoli kicks it back out to Powell. She'll back it up, swings it across to Tapazzoli's now got it on the inside. This is Folland with it.
Good defense.
And
good hustle by Moss.
Moss chases it down, lays up the rebound. Lays up the layup, if that makes sense, and it's good. And Tapazzoli is going to try to go down the sideline. She's going to be fouled by Katie Lee Helms. That was a situation a minute ago, Brian, where I think the ball had been tipped. I'm not sure that Folland of St. Bernard realized that because she let the ball kind of go.
But Moss didn't give up on
Moss
the play.
did not. She alertly chased it down, got the rebound. 48-17. 31-point lead now for the Lady Trojans. This is Tapazzoli. She'll bank the three. Well, I think they only gave her 2 on that one.
Yeah.
Foot must have been on the line. 48-19 our score. This is Katie Lee Helms in it with it. She looks inside, kicks it back out to Chumley. And we've got a player that just hit the floor. And so the officials stop play. And that's going to be, I believe that's the 8th grader, Robertson. And I was not looking at all to see what happened. I'm not sure what happened. Did you see,
she was
Brian?
playing pretty strong defense on number 31 for the Trojans, and I think they just tied up just a little bit there, and she might have came out short on that.
Like 31 from the Trojans is somebody you know, right?
Yeah. She's on the payroll. So
well, she's not. She's a hard player, but she plays very clean from what I've seen so
most
far.
of the time. So the Trojans look pretty good tonight, and this sets up well for next week when we have maybe some confidence going into next week when we play Shoals Christian and our Lindsay Lane friends. So it should be a big week for the Trojans next week.
Did we play Lindsay Lane?
I thought we did. Did we not?
Well,
I know it Shoals Christian on Monday, so that'll be a very competitive game for the Lady Trojans.
Looks like Robertson may have damaged her wrist. She's holding it a little funny. Hopefully she'll be okay and be able to get back out there, because that leaves, if she can't come back in, that leaves 5 players for St. Bernard to finish this game with.
And a few fouls.
3:18 to go in the third quarter. That shot is up.
31.
Well, who was that? Was that Brooke? I could not see. Thank you. Brooke Blakely puts in that shot. It's 50-19. This is Powell with it. She'll swing it down in the corner to Folland. Puts up the 3. No good. And rebound is chased down by Marte. Marte swings it back out to Powell. She'll lose control off her knee. And the ball will go out of bounds, and the Lady Trojans.
It's good to see this aggressive press by the Trojans tonight. It seems to be working out really well for them.
They are. They've been aggressive. You're right about that. This is Helms with it now, and looks like the Lady Trojans are content maybe to burn a little clock here. And here comes Blakely. She puts up an errant three-point shot. Powell's got the rebound. She'll come out with it. And here she comes. Powell, pretty good ball handler. She'll swing it over to Tafazzoli. Tafazzoli penetrates, kicks it back out to Powell. She'll swing it across court down in the corner to Marte. Puts up a shot, no good. And it's going to bounce off and go out of bounds. And the Lady Trojans maintain possession. 50-19 our score. 2:16 to go here in the third. This is Molly Chumley with it. Chumley crosses the timeline in no big particular hurry now. This is Blakely with it. Swings it back out to Chumley. Chumley to Simmons. Simmons to Moss. Playing keep away right now. And that's Blakely with it. Almost a steal by Powell. Chumley's going to put up an errant three. Simmons is going to chase down the rebound to Moss. Moss kicks it out to Chumley. No good. Here comes Marte with it. Marte
shoots at the wrong basket.
Gets it to number 12. And I don't have a 12 on my roster. Anyway, she almost scored 2 points for the Trojans.
I believe that's 32.
32, okay, that's McBride.
Yep.
McBride just in there for the injured Robertson. No harm done. She didn't make the shot, but she shot at the wrong goal. Bless her heart. She gets to her credit, she runs gets a steal there.
I believe we got away with a foul there.
And we might have. Lady Trojans going to inbound. This is a young team out there for St. Bernard. I don't have stats on everybody, but I don't see a senior on their team and a couple of 8th graders. And 32, she looks like a young player too. So ball's going to be tipped away. And Lady Trojans will maintain possession. Clock now under a minute. You might want to think that they might just burn the clock here and wait for a last shot. And Chumley loses the handle, reclaims it. Blakely's going to kick it inside to Helms. Helms puts up a shot. It's no good. And
Trojan ball.
St. Bernard touches the ball but loses it out of bounds. And once again, the Lady Trojans will maintain possession. Helms will put up was that Helms or Blakely?
I think that was Blakely.
Blakely once again puts up the layup on the inbound pass. It's good. 52-19 our score. Fallen with it. She'll swing it down around the free throw line. Marte puts up an errant shot. It goes out of bounds. I believe this goes out of bounds on Molly Chumley. And it is. Lady Trojans are going to stay in a press. Oh, correction. Never mind. They're not. I
believe we're on their side.
I'm thinking about the first half. Yeah. Sorry. I did the same thing that St. Bernard player almost did. My mind went back to first half. So St. Bernard will inbound the ball under the basket. And that's Tafazzoli. Her shot is no good. Good defense. You're right about that, Brian. Pass is stolen away. Tafazzoli. She's going to pick up a foul, I believe. Nope, just lost it out of bounds. 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 52-19. Lady Trojans are going to be the benefactors of a running clock here in the fourth quarter. And Chumley, in no big hurry, she'll swing it over to Blakely. Blakely down inside to Katie Lee Helms. Had a nice shot that did not go in.
Got a good look.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Our score, it's your Athens Bible School Lady Trojans 52, St. Bernard 19. You're listening to Athens Bible School Basketball and Play Action Sports.
This is Joanna from CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your home or for Bible class. Sometimes that process can be challenging and difficult. I'd love to help you find solutions that would fit your needs and give you more time for your studies. One of our most popular book lines is the Bible Textbook Series. These workbooks are designed to take teen and adult students book by book through the Bible. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class or family. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
The Play Action Sports Report is back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
And welcome back to Play Action Sports. Athens Bible School Lady Trojans with a 52-19 score. As we begin the fourth quarter, we'll have a running clock since the lead is more than 30 points, 52-19, 33 points. This is Piscatelli. Piscatelli with it over to Chumley. Chumley's going to swing it down in the corner to Helms. Helms is covered up. She'll dribble out of it. She'll put up a shot. No good. And McBride's got the rebound, and she gets it to Powell. Powell almost loses the handle to Blakely, or the Lady Trojans, but St. Bernard comes away with it. This is Fallon, I believe. Excuse me, that's Marte puts up a shot. It's good. That's a three-point shot by Annabelle Marte. 52-22 our score.
With an injured player on the bench, they're not going away. They're playing real hard.
They are.
Got no subs, but they're playing very hard tonight.
So this is going to be almost still by Fallon. Ollie Chumley will chase it down. She'll get it over to Blakely. Blakely gets it over to Helms. Helms puts up a shot. It's no good, but Addison Simmons comes out with the rebound. Ball's going to be kicked away. I believe it goes off of St. Bernard, and that's what the officials call. And the Lady Trojans maintain possession. Again, the clock running, and will do so unless there's a timeout or a stoppage play for free throws. This is Chumley. She's going to send it over to Simmons. Kind of going to see a delay here, I think. Helms is going to put up a shot. I think they're trying to get an opportunity for some younger players to score some baskets, is what it looks like here. Helms will go inside the three-point arc, and she'll drive to the lane and be fouled on the floor. That'll be the fourth team foul against St. Bernard, and that's number 10. That's Powell. That's her fourth. So St. Bernard now in peril of playing with four players. Luke Blakely's three-point shot is off the back of the rim. And here comes, the ball's going to be tipped away by Piscatelli on good defensive play. But St. Bernard will maintain control.
Good hustle, good hustle.
30-point lead, 52-22 with 5:46 to go here in a ball game. This is Fallon with it. She'll drive the baseline, puts up a shot, and she'll be fouled in the process. And that foul is going to be the third team foul of the second half, I believe. And it is 32. That's Addison Simmons.
That's her third, I believe.
It's
first.
They marked it as first on the board. Fallon's first shot is up and good, 52-23. A rule change this year is that if the play is stopped to shoot free throws, they stop the clock with the running clock. I believe in the past it was running regardless. This is Chumley with it, swings it over to Simmons. She'll swing it cross-court to Blakely. Takes the pass inside to Helms. Helms puts up a shot, no good. Fallon's got the rebound. She'll push it up the court with not much pressure from the Lady Trojans. This is Powell with it. Powell now. Bounce it out in front court. And here's a three-point shot by Marte. I think she just made a three-point shot earlier. Misses that one. Chumley's going to push it down. She'll get it down to Brooke Blakely, who puts up the layup. I wonder how many points she's got. She's got a bunch. I would imagine she's well over 20 points in this game. This is Powell with it. And almost a double dribble there. May have been. And Fallon's going to get a three-point shot. That is a nice shot. 54-26 now our score.
St. Bernard is not going away.
They are not quitting.
Hard.
Give them credit for that. This is Chumley with it. Chumley swings it over to Simmons. Back to Chumley. Back to Blakely. Feeds Helms down low. But Piscatelli's down there working hard, gets the rebound, and she's going to have to get out of the lane. Shot goes up, and we got a foul on the floor. I'm not quite sure against who. I believe it's going to be on the Lady Trojans. If so, it's against Piscatelli. That is her fourth. Piscatelli was down on the floor,
yeah,
so I don't know.
Piscatelli had the raw end of that deal.
Here's a almost steal by Chumley. And Powell kind of grabbed her. That probably prevented a breakaway by Chumley. But the foul was called, and that is going to be on number 10. That's Powell.
That's her fifth, I believe.
And with the injury on the floor, looks like Robertson's going to be able to come back in. Good for her.
So number 10 fouled out there, so that was her fifth foul.
So that was her fifth, exactly. So now they're going to play with 5.
And number 11's holding her wrist. I believe she's got an injury there, but
she is playing. She's holding that wrist funny.
Compete.
And here comes a breakaway by Tapazzoli. She's going to be fouled by Addison Simmons. Hopefully Robertson will not have to do anything that will further damage that wrist, because she's still holding it funny. You're right about that, Brian. Tapazzoli goes to the line. First shot is up, and it bounces in. And she's got another foul shot coming. Lillian Moss and Kara Thomas back at the game for the Lady Trojans. The running clock now stopped here at 2:56. She puts up the second free throw. It's up and good. 54-28 our score.
It's good to see Kara Thomas score that three tonight.
It was, absolutely.
First year playing basketball as a senior. That's the Trojan spirit there. That's a great thing there.
Well, she's contributed.
Absolutely.
So here's Thomas with it. Just speaking of her, she'll get it to Helen to the top of the key. This is Chumley now with it. She'll drive into the three-point lane, and there's a foul on Robertson, who we've been talking about is back in the game after getting injured earlier. That's only her second foul of the game. Sixth team foul. Piscatelli's going to inbounds it. It's going to be tipped away and out of bounds off of Tapazzoli. And Lady Trojans will maintain possession. Piscatelli now with it. She'll inbounds to Chumley. No reason to be in a hurry now. And Chumley fills the lane. They try to get the ball to it. They loses control of it. Here comes St. Bernard back the other way. Marte's going to put up a three off the back of the rim. Piscatelli gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Moss, who drives the court.
And foul.
Puts up the layup, but she's fouled in the process. And let's see who's that's on. I guess it's on number 20, Marte. Her second. It's a shooting foul, so she'll have two, but the Lady Trojans will be in the bonus now for the remainder of the game. Her first shot is up and no good. Going to put up another shot. It's up and it is good. Good looking free throw there by Lillian Moss.
She's going to be a good player for the Trojans.
So here comes St. Bernard back the other way. On to Robertson. Kicks it back out to Tapazzoli. Fallon gets the rebound. She kicks it back out to Tapazzoli. Marte's going to put up that three. It's no good. Good rebound by Kara Thomas. She gets the ball out. Gets it down to Chumley. Chumley's going to drive. And she's going to be fouled. I believe that'll be on Marte. That'll be her third, I believe. It was a shooting foul, I believe. It is her third. Clock now stopped with 59 seconds to go in the game. 55-28 our score. Lady Trojans with a comfortable lead. First shot is up and good by Molly Chumley. She's got a lot of points tonight, too. Her second free throw is up, and it is also good. Good free throw shooting tonight by Molly Chumley. Here comes Tapazzoli. Tapazzoli. And Fallon's with it. Fallon is going to look around, look for somebody to throw it to. Can't decide. Now she gets it off. This is Marte. Marte inside the three-point arc puts up a shot. It's air ball, no good. We're now down under 38 seconds here in the game. Chummy now will walk it up. No need to really even shoot now. This is Moss. Moss is going to get it to Thomas. Thomas gets tripped in the process. Officials let it go. This is Moss with it. Moss back out to Stemler. We're going to get a walking violation now against the Trojans. And that's just about going to do it. Clock now under 10 and running with the running clock. Capozzoli going to put up a shot. And it's off the backboard and no good. Well, good night by the Lady Trojans, Brian. 57-28 our score. Pretty easy victory. The Lady Trojans jumped out quickly and never looked back tonight.
Good defensive performance by the Lady Trojans tonight.
Absolutely.
Spread the ball very well. Lots of players scored tonight. A good team effort by the Lady Trojans.
And as you, I think, mentioned earlier, good way to go into next week with Shoals on the horizon.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a break here between games. Once again, our final score of the ladies' game, the ABS Lady Trojans 57, St. Bernard's Lady Saints 28. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes as you listen to these advertisements from our sponsors. You're listening to Athens Bible School Basketball on Play Action Sports.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Come on out to Village Pizza on the Athens Square for the best freshly made pizza, wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Folks from all over the Southeast rave about their food, service, and great atmosphere. See for yourself. Village Pizza, 222 West Market Street in Athens. Since 1951, Cream Delight in Athens has been a Valley tradition. From their upside-down banana split and milkshakes to chili dogs and pretzels, Cream Delight has served generations from the same walk-up location. Cream Delight, 401 West Washington Street in Athens. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 95,000 here in Alabama. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your Tailgate Talk app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC.
And welcome back to Athens Bible School basketball here on Play Action Sports. Scott Abernathy alongside Tim Lambert, who is our producer tonight, and Brad Merle, who's normally in the play-by-play role for the ABS basketball. He is away tonight. I want to thank Tiffany Merle, his wife, as well as Clayton Ham and my son, Cameron Abernathy, for filling in for me the other night. I came down with a stomach virus while things were going on, and just wound up having to leave, and understood there were several others in the audience that had the same thing happen, so did not get to participate in the broadcast, or at least all of the broadcast last week. 4:55 to go here on the pregame clock. Athens Bible School Lady Trojans were victorious in our first game tonight by a score of 57-28. And they're getting ready to play. The varsity boys are getting ready to play here against the St. Bernard varsity boys. Coach Brand was here earlier, just mentioning the fact that we have been playing St. Bernard pretty regularly, and they've always been a scrappy team, and we've had various games with them. Some of them we had to work pretty hard to win. I'm not sure we even won them all. Seemed like we won fairly comfortably last year. Again, St. Bernard out of Class 1A Area 12. I think they've bounced around a little bit between 1A and 2A, but when I checked earlier, at least according to the source that I saw, they were about back in 1A. And much like the girls, they do not have deep benches. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players, I believe, that are on the bench, or dressed out tonight. So fouls might be an issue for them. Speaking of St. Bernard, the Trojans will be heading down to St. Bernard, I believe, toward the end of next week, and will be playing in their Christmas tournament. And I do not have in front of me who they'll be playing. Try to get that for you maybe before the night's up. Injury bug has hit the Trojans to a degree. You heard Coach Brand talking during the halftime of the girls' game. Rhett Wilson has been nursing a knee problem all season, even before the season. That's given him a little bit of trouble, but he feels good tonight, so he's going to be able to go. Walker Brand had a broken finger that he's nursing back to health. He's going to be playing tonight. And then I believe it was last night, Spencer Blake had a problem, actually got a scratched cornea. If you've ever had that, you know how painful that can be. But I believe it's also a fairly quickly healing injury if it's not too bad, and Spencer's going to be out there and be available to go tonight. Trojans come into the game at 4-3 on the season, and I failed to get the record of St. Bernard. Trojans coming off a tough loss last Tuesday night against a pretty good team in Oakwood. Trojans started off with a pretty hot start. It looked like they were going to have a good night of it. But to their credit, Oakwood rebounded and came back and played a really aggressive game, and the Trojans had trouble handling their press, handling their physicality, and Oakwood shot the ball really well in that game. And it just wasn't to be that night for the Trojans. Tonight's different. Good night, hopefully to bounce back here on a Friday night here. at the Jack Cannon Gymnasium. Got a good crowd across the way. We're sitting on the visitor sideline as we do the broadcast. If you're watching on the NFHS network, it'll be opposite. That camera is on the opposite part of the floor. St. Bernard boys are 1-7 thanks to the research skills of our producer, Tim Lambert. Thank you for that, Tim. About a minute to go here in the pregame clock. We're getting ready, I believe, to have the national anthem and I believe we're going to have the national anthem, are we not? We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll have our player introductions. So we're just about ready to go here for the start of the game. Public address announcer Casey Harbin will announce the starting lineups here in just a moment, but that'll be after the national anthem, I believe. Once again, our first game tonight was victorious by the Lady Trojans by a score of 57-28. They're going to let that clock wind down. Here we go.
This time we'll ask Mr. George Williams to come and to lead us in the invocation.
And as you hear, invocation, and then the national anthem.
Bow with us, please.
Let's pray. Father, at the close of this day, we come thanking you for the day that you've given us and its blessings. And we're thankful for these two schools. We pray our blessings upon our students as they compete in this contest tonight. Father, we pray that you would keep them from serious injury. And we pray that you would be with each and every one, especially our visitors from St. Bernard as they travel home and will have a safe trip back home. Continue to bless us, Father, and we're thankful especially for the blessings that we have in your Son, Christ Jesus. And it's in his name we pray, in Christ's name, amen.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stars and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched. Words of gallantry streaming, and rockets raging, Lord's first ringing out, gave through the night, and flanked us still in saved us at star-spangled
I believe that rendition was by Lee Greenwood, it sounded like.
Here was your starting lineup. Starting in guard, a junior, number 2, Peter Tran. Starting in guard, an 8th grader, number 10, Nick Farland. Starting in at forward, a senior, number 22, Jose Zatarain. Starting at forward, a sophomore, number 23, Emmanuel Santiago. And starting at forward, a junior, number 30, Jack Janazak. And now, your starters for the Athens Bible School Trojans, the head coach Justin Brown. Starting forward, a senior, number 4, Connor Abernathy. Starting at forward, a senior, number 23, Rex Wilson. Starting at guard, a junior, number And starting in center, the senior, number 11, Spencer.
So you heard the starting lineups for tonight's game between the Athens Bible School varsity boys Trojans and the St. Bernard Saints out of Coleman. So Luke Davis will jump the ball for the Trojans against number 10, Nicholas Fallen. I believe that someone with that name was in the girls game. So tip is controlled by the Trojans. This is Braden Suggs with it. And he's going to look outside, tight defense, swings it across court to Luke Davis, shoots three, and it's in there and good. Good start by the Trojans. Trojans open up in a defensive press. Ball was stolen away on the press by Braden Suggs. He lays it up and in. Quick 5-point lead by the Trojans. This is number 10 with it, Fallen. He's going to be covered up. And number 2, that's Peter Tran. Tran to Arona. Stolen away by Spencer Blake. Blake gets it to Suggs. Suggs avoids being fouled there. Suggs to Abernathy. Abernathy down in the corner. He'll be guarded by number 20. That was a number 23. I don't have a 23. He gets it inside to Wilson. This is Wilson back to the top of the key to Abernathy. Abernathy swings it over to Davis. Misses the three, but runs his own rebound down. Kicks it over to Braden Suggs. Shoots up an errant three. And number 30 comes away with it. That's Janisic. Janisic down to number 10. That's Fallen. Puts up a shot. He's going to be fouled hard by Spencer Blake. That'll be the team's first, his first.
Number 10, Nick.
And he goes to the line for two. And first shot is no good. 5-0 our score. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. Fallen's second shot is also no good. Luke Davis comes away with a rebound. He swings it down quickly to Braden Suggs in front court. He gets it back to Suggs. Suggs over to Abernathy at the top of the key. He'll penetrate the three-point line. Gets it inside to Wilson. Wilson down low. Here comes Davis running the baseline. He gets it, kicks it out to Suggs. Suggs puts up an errant three. It's no good. And Arona has the pass. And number 30. And that's Janisic. Or Janisic. Hope I said that right. He puts up a three. It's up and good. Suggs drives the lane, kicks it down to Rhett Wilson, and he lays it up and in. 7-3 our score. 6 minutes to go in the opening stanza. This is Janisic once again. He's going to plow into Spencer Blake. I believe that's going to be a charge. Nope. Yes, it is going to be a charge. That'll be his first. Janisic. This is Braden Suggs with it against tight pressure and almost a backcourt, and it is a backcourt violation. Just a part of Wilson's body must have been across the line for that call to be made. 7-3 our score, just under 6 minutes to go in the first. This is Arona with it. Arona to Fallen. Fallen down low to Janisic. Once again, he lays it up, and it's no good. Spencer Blake claims the rebound. Here comes the Trojans back quickly. This is Suggs. Suggs gets it to, Luke Davis has it now. He'll get it to Suggs. Suggs back to Davis. This is Abernathy. Puts up a three. It's up and it's good. 3-point shot, Connor Abernathy. 10-3 our score. Tight pressure by the Trojans on the press. Knocked away by Braden Suggs. Thought for a second there that he had a steal. But he goes off in out of bounds territory. And almost a walk there. And Janisic's pass is stolen away. He gets it. Rhett Wilson gets the steal down to Abernathy quickly, who lays it up and in. And the Trojans have raced to a 3-point lead. That's full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:11 to go here in the opening stanza. Our score at your Athens Bible School Trojans 12 and St. Bernard 3. You're listening to Play Action Sports broadcast.
Athens Bible School holds a very unique position in the Athens-Limestone County area as a school that offers better education on a better foundation. Athens Bible School consistently provides a well-rounded education for its students by teaching them how to succeed in life, spiritually, academically, physically, and socially. Founded in 1943, Athens Bible School is a K-12 private school whose mission is to provide a quality education from a biblical worldview in a Christian environment. To find out more about Athens Bible School, call 256-232-3525 or visit them online at athensbibleschool.org.
And welcome back to Athens Bible School basketball. 5:11 to go here in the opening quarter of our boys game. And the varsity boys Trojans have jumped out to a 12-3 lead. And once again, they'll come out in a press. And there's the inbounds pass. This is Fallen with it. He'll get it to Janicic. Arona now swings it down low. Almost stolen away by Spencer Blake. He loses control. This is number 22, Arona with it now. He'll get it back out to the top of the key to Janicic. Janicic with it again. He'll drive the lane, puts up a running jump shot. It's no good. And Luke Davis will claim the rebound. And here come the Trojans back the other way. This is Suggs with it. Suggs back to Davis. Davis will kick it out to Rhett Wilson. He'll knock down the three. Trojans come out hot tonight, leading now 15-3. Janicic with it now. Over to Arona. Arona back to Sanchez at the top of the key. He'll swing it to Janicic. Down low inside to Arona. And he's going to pick up a foul. Tight, sticky defense there, just a little bit too much. I think they'll get Rhett Wilson with a foul. And I am wrong. It's not against Wilson. It's going to be Spencer Blake. That'll be his second. So 2 quick fouls already now on Blake. Rhett Wilson now with a steal. And he didn't see Abernathy streaking down behind him there. Davis thinks about the shot, puts up the
foul
off the backboard and in.
And one.
Nice shot there. Good job of attacking the basket there by Luke Davis. He puts up the shot. It's good. And he'll get the foul and the free throw. He puts it up and in. 18-3 our score. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's a steal by Davis. He gets it rejected. On a nice defensive play that time by Bernard. Good job of attacking the basket there by Davis. Davis will get the ball in. Suggs gets it to Davis. Over to Abernathy. And Suggs will bring it back out. There's going to be they're going to call a charge. Really a moving screen that time.
I believe that was a moving screen on Lane Glover.
On Lane Glover, number 13.
Not sure I'd call that, but we'll play it.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see why he called it, to be honest with you. Walker Brand now in the game for Suggs. The foul is going to be on Glover. That'll be his first, the team's third. Now in the game for Bernard, number 2. That's Peter Tran. Rebound is claimed by Rhett Wilson. He'll push it down. He'll get it to Abernathy. Abernathy with a wide open three. It's good. That's his second three of the game. And the Trojans lead 21-3. Stolen away by Wilson.
Trojan ball.
Oh, that looked like a beautiful defensive play by Rhett Wilson.
Rhett deflected the pass and then hit it back to the hit it off the St. Bernard player.
Yeah, who was out of bounds.
Absolutely.
But I thought it should have gone over to the Trojans. Abernathy gets another three-point shot. It bounces around and it's good. That's three-pointers by Abernathy. He's got 11 points already. 24-3. And Luke Davis is going to pick up a cheap foul there.
Very aggressive defense tonight.
Good defensive. Good defensive play. I don't mind a foul there in that situation. It's aggressive defense, as you noted, Brian. 24-3 our score. The Trojans are red hot to start this game. This is number 22 with it. That's Arona over to Fallen. Arona back with it. This is, they'll move it around. Arona's going to wind back up with it. This is Janicek with it again. They're Fallen. Fallen to Arona. He's going to drive the lane. Looked like he got away with a walk, but Abernathy gets the steal. There comes Walker Brown. He'll attack the basket, lay it up. He'll be fouled as he shoots, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Very aggressive play by Walker Brand. Good move to the basket.
Tell you what, when Walker gets it, and he's got some numbers, he's going to attack that basket.
Scoring machine.
When Walker gets hot, look out. He puts the first free throw in. Walker's a great free throw shooter, and he gives the Trojans a 25-3 lead with another shot pending. Hey, well, I jinxed him. He misses
Unusual
that
for
one.
Walker to miss.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yep.
And number 2, Peter Tran, kind of gets lost down there and puts up a shot. Brand knocks it away alertly. I think Tran gets his own rebound, but walks with the ball. Now Bernard is going to put up a press. Rhett Wilson now has it in front court. Luke Davis going to put up a beautiful 3, and it's good. 28-3 our score. Trojans now still in that press. Davis with another steal with a beautiful pass down low to Walker Brand. It is 30-3. I have not seen the Trojans this hot. I don't know if I've ever seen them this hot
they're
to
playing
open
good
a
ball
game.
now. Walker really, you could tell it in his eyes, he really wanted to dunk on that play there. It was just a little too far under the basket.
He may get a chance to do it. I assume that was the 30-second timeout. I guess we'll see. I want to remind you, and I don't see there it is. See our little book of things to say during timeouts. Tune in for the Play Action Sports Update 3 times each weekday for school, youth, and amateur sports news from the Limestone County area on 1080 AM WKAC. Just to remind you also, you can hear the ABS basketball games on your Amazon Echo device. Just say, Alexa, open Play Action Sports. I believe that was a 30-second timeout. Both teams are going to be chased out of that timeout. 30-3 our score, and there are still 2 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. That's a red-hot pace. Can't imagine that they'll be able to continue this. But what a way to come back off of that tough loss the other night. Didn't seem to be any after effects so far in this game. So this is Janicek with it again. He'll cross the timeline. Lane Glover now in there for the Trojans. Janicek puts up a shot, and ball bounces around, careens off a couple of players, winds up going off of Bernard. Tell you what, with a not so deep bench, I'm not sure why Bernard is opening up in a press. They break the press. This is Walker Brand with it. He'll swing it back around to Wilson. Wilson now. He'll bring it back out. He's going to have to get rid of it here. Brand now with it. Brand will get it to Colton Vining, who's now in the game. Vining, he'll swing it down to Wilson. Wilson will drive the lane. He'll dish it off to Brand. Brand loses the handle. Here comes Peter Tran back with it for Bernard. Trojans might have got away with a foul there. Abernathy comes away with a rebound. He's going to be fouled in the process.
Good hustle by Abernathy there.
Just about lost the handle there for a second, but he maintained control and then picked up the foul. Glover will inbounds, 1:24 to go. This is Abernathy with it now in the front court. He'll attack the basket, but he'll pull back out. Glover's going to put up a three-point shot. That is good. Lane Glover with a 3. 33-3 to start this game. Here comes Janicek with it now. Across the timeline. This is Fallen with it, I believe. He shoots a 3 off the front of the rim. Orona will get the rebound. Now Fallon. This is Janicek with it at the top of the key. He'll put up the 3. It's no good. And the rebound will be chased down by Rhett Wilson. And Wilson, handling the ball, will bring it down. He'll drive the lane. He'll get tripped. He'll be tripped by number 2. That's Peter Tran. That'll be the team's 5th. And that'll be the second team foul of the half against Bernard. Colton Vining now is going to inbound. Abernathy will get a three-point shot. It's going to be short, but the rebound's going to be chased down by Rhett Wilson, who lays it up and in. Here comes Janicic with it again. He'll hand it off to Tran. Tran loses control for a second, gets control again. And this is Fallon with it. Fallon tightly guarded. Here's a steal by Wilson. Wilson playing a great game. That's an errant pass. Here comes Arona. He'll attack the basket and lay it up and in. 35-5. Here come the Trojans back. Less than 10 seconds to go in the half. Here's Vining. Vining puts up a shot. It's up and good. 37-5 is our score. What a
blazing
quarter.
Offense tonight. Blazing.
What a quarter by the Trojans. Let's take a break here between quarters. You're listening to Athens Bible School Basketball and Play Action Sports.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
And welcome back. 37-5 our score. The ABS varsity boys with a commanding 32-point lead. I've never seen that red hot of a quarter.
Coach Brand had them ready to play.
He had them ready to play. Got some substitutions now in there. Hayden Blakely is in there for the Trojans.
Ethan Johnson also.
And Braden Suggs is back in there. There's a layup by Bernard. Trojans now still facing that press. Trying to get out of it here. This is Glover with it. He'll break the press. Blakely's going to put up a shot. Just bounces out.
Put back by Johnson.
Ethan Johnson is there to put on the putback, and he lays it in. Janicic now. He'll give it over to Arona. Arona back to Janicic. Trojans are going to pack in that 1-2-2 zone. Looks like a matchup zone. And there's a running shot. There's going to be a foul on the floor.
I believe that's going to be on Glover.
I believe it will be on Glover. And that's his second foul of the game. The team's 5th. Arona will inbounds. And he'll swing it out top to Fallon. Fallon with heavy pressure from Johnson. Over to Janicic. This is Arona with it. They're over to 24. That's Garcia with it. And Arona's going to put up a shot. And he misses it, but he'll be fouled in the process.
Number 22, Jose Zettering. He shoots 2.
That's what I love to see, up 39-7, and Coach Brand's still giving them the business. That's good coaching.
Foul will be on Braden Suggs. You know, I'm referring to him as Arona. It may be Zatarain Arona. Regardless, he misses his first, I think. Makes the second. 39-8 our score. I got a little distracted. He may have made that first. Glover's going to inbounds to Suggs. Suggs, not in a particular hurry now. This is Johnson. He'll put up the three. No good. Tran will rebound. He gets it way down to Arona. He'll drive the lane, put up a shot. It's no good. Luke Davis with a rebound. And he'll swing it down to Suggs in front court. Suggs will drive the lane, kick it out to Blakely. Blakely thinks about the shot, kicks it back out. This is Johnson from three-point land. It is no good. Bounces around. Thought it was going to drop in, Brian. with the way the night's going, I would have been shocked if it had bounced in.
I was beat out on St. Bernard there.
This is Davis with a three. Boy, he is on fire. 42-8 our score. 6:18 to go until halftime. Janicic now. This is number 24 with it. 24 is Garcia. And Janicic is going to put up a shot, and Hayden Blakely is going to claim the rebound for the Trojans. He'll get it over to Luke Davis. Davis is going to slowly walk it up. This is Suggs with it now. Suggs will drive, penetrate the three-point arc. Over to Glover. Glover will swing it over to Davis, who thought about the three. Pass it up. Ball gets stolen away now by Janicic. And almost stolen back by Davis, who's hustling down court.
Davis is looking to feed his teammates now.
Yeah, he did. That's why he passed that.
Yep, thought about
that's why he passed that shot up. Absolutely. Unselfish player.
Absolutely.
So
hurried back, had good defense play there.
Spencer Blake's going to come back in, as is Abernathy, and Davis will take a well-deserved rest. Bernard will inbound the pass. That is Fallen with it. He'll take the three-point shot. It's up, and it's good. Nice shot by Fallen. This is Abernathy with it. He'll turns it over, but he'll get it back. Gets it back, and now the Trojans have broken the press. Almost a turnover there. This is Suggs. Suggs will kick it to Abernathy. He'll take a three off the front of the rim. I believe he's got three already. Looking for another one. And here comes a two-point shot by Arona that's missed. Suggs will claim the rebound. He'll push it back down court. And he'll drive the lane, kick it off to Blake. Blake will lay it up off the glass and in. Bernard fans behind us, I think, wanted a walk there. It's that little Euro move that Blakely is so good with. It looks deceptive. 44-11 our score. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Janicic now. He'll kick it out to Tran. Tran inside to Janicic. Fallen will put up the three. It's good. Nice shot there by Nicholas Fallen. Stolen away now by Fallen. And Blake's going to claim the rebound. He's going to have to get rid of it here. He's about to be tied up. He does. And Blakely's going to kick it over to Johnson. Johnson puts up the three. It's good. 47-14. What a half by the Trojans.
And we still have 4 minutes to go.
Ball is lost out of bounds by Fallen. Tell you what, Coach Tim Burleson of the St. Bernard's going to have a hard time motivating his team at halftime by the way this thing is
playing
gone.
A little sloppy. They're going to tighten up. But the Trojans are playing excellent defense tonight.
They are. They're playing great all the way around. This is Colton Viney now with it, who's in the game. He'll get it over to Abernathy. He'll get it inside to Blake. Kicks it back out to Johnson. And Abernathy will get the rebound, puts up a shot, tries to tip it back in. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Then he'll turn it over. And good hustle by Ethan Johnson that time, who runs down the pass. Abernathy tries to drive the lane. He's going to pick up a foul. It's going to be on the floor, but Abernathy will go to the line because the Trojans now. No, correction. I'm looking at the wrong board there. Now it's 6 fouls against Bernard. Both teams with 6 fouls, so both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. Colton Bynum will inbound quickly to Blakely. Blake.
Yep. Blake.
And he lays it up off the glass and in. 49-14 our score. This is Arona with it. Arona to Peter Tran. Tran to Fallen, who puts up an NBA range 3, misses it. And ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, I believe, off the Trojans. And Sanchez, number 23, will be back in the game for Tran. 3:07 to go here in the second quarter. And this is Arona with it, being guarded by Sanchez with it, being guarded by Vining. Fallen, who thinks about the three. Walker Brand sticking to him pretty tight. And Sanchez. Pass is stolen away by the much taller Brand. He's going to attack. loses a handle on it, and it's going to be back the other way. And pass is knocked away. I think Wilson knocked that.
By Wilson, yep.
On a nice defensive play by Wilson. It'll be knocked out of bounds, and Bernard will inbound the ball. And number 24, Garcia got lost down there, but it was knocked away alertly by Spencer Blake.
I believe Spencer got away with a foul there, but
yeah, he may have.
Take it all day.
It's a good thing is he's got two. Bernard having trouble inbounding. And they'll inbound into backcourt. He can do that. The ball wasn't touched, I don't think, so that's perfectly legal. This is Janicic now with it, with a behind-the-back dribble, puts up a shot over Abernathy. It's good. Nice move by Janicic there. Here comes Suggs, quickly back the other way, drives the lane, and misses the layup. Nice move, just didn't quite finish. Here comes 22. That's Rona with it. He'll put up a shot. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Janicic now with it. Kicks it back out to Fallon. Shoots the three. That's a number of threes that he's made. And it's 49-19. 2 minutes to go till halftime. Here come the Trojans. They cooled down here in the last minute or so. Puts up the shot. It's no good. Wet Wilson with a neat rebound. He'll kick it to Abernathy. Abernathy puts up a three. It is good. It's at least 4 threes by Abernathy, I believe.
Takes us over 50 to 52 points in this half.
52 points, and we still got a minute and a half to go in the half. Arona now way out at the top of the key. This is Janicic with it. Janicic drives the lane, puts it up.
Good move.
Good move by Janicic, and he puts in the 2-point layup. 52-21, 122 to go here in the first half. This is Colton Vining with it. Vining against some tight defense. Gives it to Abernathy, who swings it inside to Blake. It's an errant pass, knocked away. And here comes Fallon with it, who attacks the lane, puts up the shot. It's no good. Another rebound by Wet Wilson. A big night of rebounding by Wilson. Here comes Suggs. He'll drive that lane. Kind of a behind-the-back shot. It's no good. I think he got popped in the eye. And Janicic does the same on the other end with a nice layup. And it's good. Vining now with it. He'll kick it over to Suggs. Suggs appears to be okay now. Wilson is going to go streaking down the lane. Nobody saw him. And Abernathy will pull it back out. They may play for the last shot here. Not sure why you would when you're shooting like this. A beautiful pass. Missed the shot by Wilson. Several misses. Abernathy will now get a shot at it. It's going to be short, I believe. It bounces over the backboard. It's one of those situations where he was too wide open. And Davis is going to come back in the game. Hayden Blakely's going to come back in. 52-23 our score with just under 19 seconds to go in the half. Bernard now appears to be playing for the last shot. Janicic now is going to try to drive. Kicks it out to Arona. He puts up a shot off the backboard, no good. Abernathy claims the rebound, and that will end the first half. And as good of an offensive first half as I've ever seen Athens Bible School put on the floor. Might have had those in some of those teams back in the 70s that lit up the scoreboard, but I haven't seen one like this in a long time. Brian, your thoughts?
Well, we're playing good defense tonight, and the ball's falling. Except for the last 3 minutes of the first half, the ball was falling really good. We're on track for a 100-point game, which would be unusual. So we'll see if we.
It would. This is a game where there's a strong likelihood of a 30. What do you call it? A running clock as we get into the fourth quarter. So that might have impact. And the Trojans are cooling down a little bit.
They are, and I don't see St. Bernard giving up either. They're still
not
playing very hard.
Can't imagine this torrid place will continue. But we'll take it while it lasts. 52-23 our score. Just a moment, Coach David Cox of the girls team will join us. We'll take a break. Once again, our halftime score, it's your Athens Bible School Varsity Boys Trojans 52, St. Bernard 23. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Athens Bible School basketball on Play Action Sports.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. Thompson Roofing and Construction has been serving the Tennessee Valley since 2008, one of 10 GAF Master Elite contractors in the state, and boasting an A-plus rating with a Better Business Bureau. They're also family-owned, and as a result, they emphasize quality and client satisfaction above all else. Whether you need a new roof, roof replacement, repair, or inspection, or even gutter or siding installation, you can trust Thompson Roofing. Visit them online at 256roofing.com or call 251-5566. Thompson Roofing and Construction. Time now for the ABS Trojan Spotlight with boys head coach Rusty Brand.
Tonight I'd like to talk to you about another one of our juniors. This is Walker Brand. You may recognize the last name, same as mine, so it's not everybody that gets the opportunity to coach their son. That is a lot of fun. We butt heads from time to time, as you might expect a father and son to do. But we both enjoy basketball, and we enjoy talking about it and playing it together. So Walker's been a really good player for us, really throughout his career, as he moved up through middle school and JV and into varsity. Started for us last year. So far this year has primarily been coming off the bench for us, but doing a good job and growing in areas where he needs to grow. He's a tall guy. He's tallest player on the team. He's probably one of the tallest players that's been through ABS in quite some time at about 6'7" or 6'8". So we're really teaching him and trying to get him to learn to use his length and size better. But he's doing a good job. He's a good shooter, kind of a natural scorer. Walker's always been able to put the ball in the hole. And so we're counting on him to continue to do that for us this year. He's probably the first guy in a really long time that's got a dunk in an ABS game. He got one last year, and he's been able to get a couple this year. So that's while that's only 2 points, it's certainly exciting for him, it's exciting for the team, and exciting for the fans. So we always like to see that as well. So we're going to be counting on Walker and leaning on him a lot as he continues to grow and get better. And again, like with all these guys, we're proud of him, and we're glad he's part of our team.
We'll be back with more of the Halftime Show from Play Action Sports. TAD Incorporated, residential and commercial painting contractors in Athens. Call Terry Dutton at 256-777-8142. That's 256-777-8142. TAD Incorporated says, "Go Trojans." Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
And welcome back to Athens Bible School basketball here on Play Action Sports. Our halftime score here of the varsity boys game is the ABS Trojans 52, St. Bernard 23, and what has been just a torrid shooting night by the Trojans. What a great way to bounce back from that tough loss the other night against Oakwood. Joining me now is Coach David Cox of the Lady Trojans team, coming off a good night. 57-28 was the score. Coach, that's 2 straight games in a row, isn't it?
That's wins. 2 in a row. Yeah, we needed that because we had 2 in a row losses.
Yeah, well, so a good night.
Yeah, good night.
Who were your leading scorers tonight?
Brooke Blakely had 27 and Molly had 17.
Well, I said at one point that Brooke had to have well over 20 because I don't know how many threes did she knock down.
She had several. I mean, she knocked down several threes, and she made several layups on the break, and Molly got several assists on that, on the break, and so it was a good night for both of them.
Well, absolutely.
But we had 7 scores. We had 7 people that played tonight, and we had 7 girls that scored, so everybody's chipping in on the night tonight.
Well,
so.
I remember Kara Thomas knocked down a 3.
She did. That was big too.
That was big. There was a big smile on her face after that.
That's right. Yeah. I just said, it's good about making the three, but let's not celebrate. Let's get back in the press.
Well, Kara, you wonder what might have been if she had started playing in the 7th grade.
Well, I have thought about that a lot, and I have reminded her of that.
There's nothing you can do about it now. Can't look back on what you can't fix. But
no, it doesn't matter about that. But
maybe
I'm glad she's out and having fun and playing, and
maybe get her to talk to some of these girls that might could play that aren't playing.
That would be a big help.
So there's a lot of excitement if you're listening.
Yeah,
they've got a contest that someone just won.
Yeah, won $100.
I think if you roll the ball down the court and it
is that what it
lands in the end zone and stays there, you've won $100.
Wow!
And I think Santa Claus has won it.
Wow! Santa Claus might have won it. Well,
is it Santa Claus or
he probably needs it. Inflation's up this year. It's going to be big, hard for Christmas. So,
Is that? I think that's one of the students here. I believe.
Well, I would think it probably would be, but he makes a good Santa Claus.
He does it well. He's got the beard. He's got the outfit. Good for him.
Yeah, but
I noticed across the way we've got several players, a few elves over there, and celebrating Christmas. Great seeing kids being kids and enjoying life.
It's enjoyable. Yeah, they need to enjoy that. It's
this is a special place.
Oh, it
David,
is.
You know that.
It's both our boys went through here, and we had a lot of good times.
We did. I went to school here. Some of the best years of my life were here. Good kids, not perfect kids. They make some mistakes, and we recognize that.
If you're looking for perfection, go somewhere else. But if you're looking for a good place,
this is a great place to send your kids.
The standards, it's a good place.
Try to live right, try to do things right.
Yeah.
And again, they're not perfect at that, but they try.
They try. That's all anybody can do. That's all anybody is expected to do is try to do the best they can.
And just little things where you can. The advantage of a small school, you don't have, you have to compete with tons of other kids to participate in different activities, and not just sports, but other things.
And it's in athletics though. You just think about how many kids get to participate in that. That in a big school, they'd never get a chance.
They would not. A lot of them would never make the team.
And I'm like on the girls' team. There's some good girls in playing it, but we're 1A, and it's a different ball game. You're going into 5, 6, or 7A. It's a whole different.
Oh yeah, you never see the court.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm distracted a little bit from talking about your team, but so what is going on next week? I know. Did we go over to Shoals?
No, we didn't. That game has been moved to January 14th.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that game was moved because they couldn't play because of exam week, so they had to move that game. So we will be playing on Thursday and Friday down at St. Bernard in the St. Bernard Christmas tournament.
Now, do we know who we're playing?
Well, we're playing the girls are playing Vinemont. I think the boys are playing Vinemont as well. I'm not sure about that, but I think we wind up playing both of those playing Vinemont in the first round. So
I don't know much about the teams we might play, but it's kind of good to see different teams. And
it is. It's good. It'll be good for us to do that. Of course, St. Bernard will be down there, and so depending on how it goes, we either play St. Bernard or J.B. Pennington. Yeah. So we'll have a good week next week, hopefully, and win some more ball games.
Well, great. Well, David, thanks for joining us.
Well,
enjoyed talking to you.
Right.
And congratulations once again. You're welcome to stay if you'd like. That's what Brian's trying to talk you into.
I don't know.
You're more than welcome to do that. Now, Brian's doing a good job, too. So.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. I don't want to take a professional's place, Joe.
So here we go with the second half. It looks like the original starters are out there for the Trojans. This is Braden Suggs with it. He gets it over to Abernathy. Abernathy, ball is tipped away. He brings it back. This is Luke Davis. Davis kicks it inside to Wilson, who kicks it back outside to Abernathy. Back to Davis, back inside, and ball is stripped away. And here comes St. Bernard. This is Janisic. He'll put up the three. It is good. A nice opening of the second half by Bernard. 52-26 our score. Abernathy with it, being tightly guarded by Janisic. He'll penetrate, kicks it back out to Suggs. Suggs now will pull it back out. He'll reach inside to Wilson, who kicks it back to Suggs. Suggs now inside to Blake, who kicks it out to Davis, who misses the shot. Rhett Wilson claims yet another rebound. I don't know how many rebounds he's got tonight. It's got to be a lot. And he's going to be fouled in the process. Foul is on the floor.
Foul on 23.
And Suggs inbounds. He'll look over to Davis. Davis back to Suggs. Suggs drives, shoots it. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll kick it back out to Wilson. Wilson now to Abernathy. Abernathy. He kicks it down to Davis. Davis back out to Suggs to Wilson. Wilson pushes inside, and a couple of errant passes there. Trojans are getting a little sloppy with the ball, David.
Well, they are. I mean, it's you make too many passes, and that's what happens. You're risking a turnover.
So Janicic's shot rims out. Here comes Suggs with it back the other way. He'll push hard, and a behind-the-back shot is no good. And Davis fights for several other players for the rebound. Looks like the Bernard player, number 23, Sanchez, must have stepped on the baseline. Trojans come out a little cold here to open the second half. This is Suggs. He'll put up the three. It's no good. Blake gets the rebound, gives it to Abernathy. Abernathy passes up the three. Back over to Davis. Wilson thinks about the three, pulls it back out. This is Suggs with it. Got to give Bernard credit. They are not giving up in this game. They're playing hard to start the second half.
They're playing tight.
And there's an errant pass by Suggs. I think he thought Abernathy was going to come out to the ball. Abernathy went the other way, and the ball sailed out of bounds. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 52-26. Trojans, I don't believe, have scored here to start this second half. Much different than the first half.
They haven't. I don't know if they're trying to work the ball in, but
Pollen's shot is airballed. Suggs got the rebound. He comes up gimpy. This is Davis with it. Davis' pass is knocked away. Almost a turnover, and Suggs is still favoring that ankle, I believe.
Yeah, he is. He's walking very tenderly on it.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
He's going to have to come out of the game.
But
hopefully that's just going to be a slight sprain and he'll rebound from quickly.
Bernard's playing some really tight defense.
Bernard, I tell you what, I think their coach must have challenged them at halftime because they're playing aggressive here to start this half, to their credit.
Yeah, Coach Burleson does a good job. He retired. He's at West Point and coached there several years.
So this is Walker Brown now in the game for Suggs. He'll give it to Abernathy. Abernathy with a nice pass on the inside to Wilson, who lays it up and in. Nice play time by the Trojans. 54-26 to go.
More of that.
Yeah. Trojans with the lead. This is Janicic. Janicic to Tran. Tran puts up the three. It's good. Got to say, Bernard has made some threes tonight.
Yeah.
This is Walker Brand quickly down court. He lays it up. It comes out. Blake is now down there low fighting. And it'll be a tie-up. Possession error will go over to Bernard. And the Trojans have not been nearly as hot to open this.
They've got that third quarter lull. We talk about that with the girls. We can have a third quarter lull, it seems like, every time we come out.
You couldn't realistically expect the Trojans to continue that torrid pace they opened the game with.
They were. Oh, no.
It's like we've got some moisture on the floor, and they're taking care of that.
But, you challenge the kids. If you're on the other side, you just go out there and say play defense and make a few shots and get back in the game. And think about it. I mean, it's a 25-point game now.
Well, it was above 30 in the first half.
Yeah, so it's it takes a little while, but you claw yourself back into it if you're not careful. But I think we got more weapons probably than they do.
We do. So just realistically, they're well coached, but they don't. But he's challenged in terms of, and he didn't have a lot of players either. Not a deep bench.
No, I understand how that is, too.
So this is Sanchez with it now. He'll swing it over to Janicic. Janicic pulls it back out. Top of the key to Fallen. Fallen back over to Tran. Tran now. He'll dribble around the perimeter. Back to Arona. Arona will drive the lane. Loses control. And I think it'll go off Rhett Wilson, who's playing defense on that play. So Bernard will inbound the ball. This is Fallen with it. Fallen's made some three-point shots. He drives the lane. Rejected by Luke Davis on a nice defensive play. Davis has the ball now. Abernathy with it in three-point land. Passes up the three. Shoots it inside.
Oh, nice.
I believe that Brand got it, and on the feed back to Blake. Blake laid it in. Nice play that time.
Yeah, great play.
This is Fallen with it now over to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Tran. Tran now. He gives it up to Janisic, and I'm probably not pronouncing his name right. Tran now will drive into the lane, puts up a running jump shot. It bounces around, no good. And Luke Davis will claim the rebound and slowly walk it up. Brand will take the three. It is off the back of the rim. Rhett Wilson with another strong rebound. He'll give it up to Abernathy. His shot's too strong. Blake's got the rebound. We have dominated the boards in this game. Abernathy now. He'll pass up the three. Kicks it out to Davis. He'll feed it inside to Brand, and we got a foul on the floor. That's going to be on number 10. Fallen. That's his third foul of the game. Abernathy inbounds. Got sloppy with the ball there and just about committed a turnover. And he's hearing about it from his coach, rightly so. He inbounds the ball to Blake. Blake lays it up for the easy layup. And it's 59-28. 29-point lead for the Trojans. And Bernard looked inside, I believe that time, to Arona. Blake's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his third. And I think Lane Glover's going to come in and take his place. Bernard inbounds the ball. Sanchez going to take a three. It's no good, but the long rebound goes to Bernard. They miss another shot. Brand's got the rebound. Here comes Davis now, who's playing point for the Trojans. And down to Abernathy. Abernathy back to Blake. Ball's tipped away. Trojans have definitely lost some intensity from that first half.
Oh, there's no doubt. It's of course, I mean, you got your point guard Suggs over on the bench, and that hurts. But yeah, the intensity's just not there. Offensively, defensively, the one.
This is Luke Davis with it. He'll drive the baseline, kicks it out, loses control. Rhett Wilson, who's playing a fantastic game,
that was great.
Catches the ball, rebound on the jump, and lays it in. Beautiful play by Rhett Wilson. 60-29 our score. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. This is Janisic over to Sanchez to Tran. Puts up a long three off the front of the rim. Chased down by Wilson. Wilson's got to be well in the double figures of rebounds. This is Abernathy with it. And he's tightly guarded by Tran. Over to Wilson. Back out to Davis. He'll swing it over to Abernathy. Over to Walker Brand. Brand thinks about the three. He's going to feed Blake on the inside. He kicks it back out to Davis. Puts up the three. It's good.
Great shot.
Davis with a lot of points tonight. I wonder how many he's got.
I don't know. That's great ball movement on that right
Beautiful
there.
ball movement. This is Tran with it. Tran being guarded by Blake. Picks up a high screen. I said Blake. I meant Brand. This is Arona now with it. Getting no pressure. He's going to stand there with it. Now he's going to penetrate. This is Janisic with the top of the top of the key three. Tran will now shoot the three. It'll bounce around, no good. Abernathy's got the rebound. He gets it over to Davis. And here come back the Trojans. Wilson now. He'll try to throw it inside. It gets knocked away, stolen away by Bernard. Here comes Fallen with it. Abernathy tries to take a charge. Going to be called for the block there. He tried to get in position and did not do so and kind of leaned into him, and that was the right call.
Yeah, just didn't get there quick enough. Sometimes it's a good thought. It's just not as soon as it ought to be.
So wholesale changes now for the Trojans.
We're clearing the bench now.
I think the only player that was in there before is Luke Davis. Going to be the only one remaining in the game.
Yeah.
Vining is in, as is Ethan Johnson, Lane Glover, and Hayden Blakely. Shot is good, I believe. 63-32. Luke Davis in no hurry. Going to give it to Colton Vining. Vining's going to dribble it out. Tight pressure by Tran. This is Johnson. Johnson tries to feed Davis down on the inside. It's stolen away by number 24, Diego Garcia, but he takes extra steps as he tries to move up court and gets called for the walking violation. Trojans will inbound under their own basket. This is Davis with it, puts up another three. Thought he was going to knock it down. Ethan Johnson gets the ball in the air. Thought he was going to go back up with it. Almost made another shot. And here comes Janicic back the other way. Rebound controlled by Hayden Blakely. And he'll get it over to Luke Davis. And he slowly walks it up the court. And ball is tipped away. Johnson has trouble holding on to it. Eventually steps out of bounds as he's got the ball.
Just couldn't find the handle of that ball.
Couldn't find the handle. And Bernard just got it now with 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. This is Garcia, I believe, 24. Down inside to number 22, Arona. He lays it up and in. This is Colton Vining with it across the timeline. And might have slid his foot there and got away with it. Gets pressure. There's a shot. I could not see who put the shot up. Looked like a foul. Hurt some skin there. Luke Davis gets the rebound and lays it up and in. Big night for Luke Davis.
We're just controlling those boards.
Shot is up by Janicic. His three-point shot rims out. And the Trojans are going to carry a 65-34 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Athens Bible School Basketball and Play Action Sports.
This is Joanna from CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your home or for Bible class. Sometimes that process can be challenging and difficult. I'd love to help you find solutions that would fit your needs and give you more time for your studies. One of our most popular book lines is the Bible Textbook Series. These workbooks are designed to take teen and adult students book by book through the Bible. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class or family. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP, TAD Incorporated, residential and commercial painting contractors in Athens. Call Terry Dutton at 256-777-8142. That's 256-777-8142. TAD Incorporated says, go Trojans.
And welcome back. We're already underway here in the fourth quarter. Trojans with a 65-34 lead, so we'll have a running clock for the remainder of the game. This is Hayden Blakely with it. Drives inside, puts up the shot. And I think he must have got the call for the walking violation. Either that or he stepped on the line. Nice attack of the basket by Blakely. Here comes Bernard back with it the other way. This is Garcia over to Janicic. His three-point shot bounces off. And rebound will be out of bounds on the Trojans. And Arona now will inbound the ball. We'll get it to Janicic. Being guarded by Rhett Wilson, who's back out there. This is number 22, Arona to Garcia to Janicic. Down low. Nice play to Arona. Nice feed on that pass to Arona. He lays it up and in, picks up the foul in the process, and will go to the line for the +1. And Abernathy will come back in this time for Rhett Wilson. Wilson's had a great game rebounding.
Great game.
Be interested to know how many rebounds he's got.
Yeah, he's on the boards tonight, that's for sure.
But Abernathy will take his place. Arona's shot is no good. Nice sky rebound that time by Blakely. And here comes Colton Vining with it, pushing it down court hard. And he's going to pick up a foul against number 30, Janicic. It'll be his second, team's third. So not a lot of fouls called here in the second half. Pretty clean game by both teams. This is Ethan Johnson with it now. He passes up a three to Abernathy. He'll drive. He'll look to feed, kicks it back out to Vining. Vining over to Lane Glover. Lane Glover's going to be fouled by number 24, Garcia. So two quick fouls on Bernard. Entering the game for Bernard is number 12, Gregory Lyons. And the Trojans will inbound the ball with a running clock. 65-36 our score. Vining now in front court will feed it to Glover. Glover to Johnson at the top of the key. Abernathy feeds it over to Vining. He'll take the three. There's a... Wow. He made a beautiful three-point shot, but it's not going to count. There was a foul underneath.
They're going to get
moving screen on Blakely. Trying to get position there. Trying to be aggressive, but just a little too aggressive. And that'll take away the three-point shot that was made by Vining, unfortunately. This is Janicek with it now. He'll feed Fallon at the top of the key. He'll shoot. Ball will be hit and deflected. And ball is going to be out of bounds on the Trojans, so Abernathy tries to save it. And he'll come out now for Walker Brand. Brand now clearly the tallest player on the floor. Janicek will put up the layup. It's no good. Brand gets the rebound but loses the rebound. And Janicek lays it up and in. Here comes Colton Vining with it. He'll be running the point, it appears now. This is Glover with it. Puts up a three. It's off the back of the rim. Strong rebound by Walker Brand. Looks like he might have got fouled. There's a battle underneath. And Hayden Blakely comes up with the ball. Good defense that time by Hayden Blakely. Goes to the ground to get the ball.
Good loose ball action there.
Good loose ball action. Great play by him. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll remind you to look for the monthly Play Action Sports column in Athens Now. We'll update you on what's been happening in local sports news as well as the upcoming games and events. Paper is free and available at businesses all around the area. 4:15 to go here in the game. 65-38. Trojans up comfortably. And since Trojans have had at least a portion of the quarter up by in excess of 30 points, we'll have a running clock here. Running clock, of course, operates when the ball is in play, except during timeouts and except during free throw shots. Trojans will inbound as Lane Glover will inbound to Vining. Vining with tight defense by Fallon. This is Blakely. Blakely will feed Ethan Johnson. Gets a screen. It's going to be backcourt. No, the ball was tipped. But still not saved out of it before it goes out of bounds. I think Glover might have thought that ball was going to be backcourt.
Yep.
I didn't realize it was tipped, but the official was right on it.
Either. A lot of good playing time by our younger players.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of good.
I'd like to see some of them score,
Absolutely.
too. This is Janicek over to Fallon. Fallon's going to shoot a long three. It's short. He'll save it. Lane Glover will grab the ball. He'll head down court. And he'll fed him just a bit too much. Too much for Blakely to be able to retrieve that one. So a good crowd. Not as big a crowd as we've had in some other games, but still a good crowd. Number 22, this is Arona, who will feed, kick it back out. There's a steal by Johnson.
Yeah.
Lost handle on it. Nice play.
Good participation from the student section tonight. Very festive theme this evening.
Yeah, they've got their Christmas garb on over there. I saw Santa Claus earlier. Hey, there he is.
And special guest Mrs. Claus over here in the section here.
Okay. This is Janicek with it now. Janicek. He's still got the ball. He's going to feed Arona. Arona slips. Somehow maintains control without getting called for walking.
Still gonna walk.
He's got the ball back again, and he's going to feed Janicek. It was good defense. Ball is claimed underneath by Blakely on the steal. Spencer Blake's going to have to come up court with it, and he does so. And there's a hard foul. It's going to be a block on number 10, Fallon. He got the worst end of that one.
He did.
Blake's a pretty good-sized player.
He's a big kid.
I don't think he was ready for it, and kind of came into Blake. He's okay, looks like. Took a hard fall, but he's okay. Blakely's going to feed Johnson with a nice feed on the inside, who puts up the shot to Spencer Blake. Put up a nice shot and laid it in, but got called for the traveling violation. before making the shot. Down to a minute and a half or so here to go in the game. 65-38 our score. Trojans up comfortably. This is Janice Esquidit, and they'll feed it inside to Arona. He grabs it, but it's kicked out of bounds. I think it goes off of Blake, and Burner will maintain possession. Clock ticking away here with the running clock. And Arona will inbound. He just about got called for a 5-second call. It is finally inbound, and Ethan Johnson and a Burner player collide. Johnson got inadvertently popped in the face there. I don't think he's okay. Here comes the Trojans back with it. This is Vining with it. Vining. And you're going to have to get rid of the ball here. Does. This is Wayne Glover. Glover back out to Blake. Blake dribble it out. He just about dribbled the game out here. He'll swing it over to Blakely. Blakely inside to Vining. Kicks it back out to Glover. Over to Vining. Puts up the shot. It's blocked.
Rejected.
To the happiness of
the St. Bernard crowd.
Of the St. Bernard crowd enjoyed that block. Don't blame them. It's a nice block. Glover will inbounds to Vining. And unfortunately, it's not back into the hands of Glover. It's just natural to want to grab that ball, but he was out of bounds.
Good move.
And this is inside.
Around the bucket.
Are they going to count that bucket?
I believe so.
Well, I don't think the scoreboard counted it. Yeah, they did. So, Trojans with a big 65-40 victory, and probably a game that could have been a lot worse, Brian. We were up in excess of around 30 points in the first quarter. Came out a little flat.
Came out a little flat in the third. Rhett Wilson owned the boards tonight. On the boards.
He did. You know, Blake's playing with a little bit of a scratched cornea still, and I don't think he was quite himself tonight, but what he wasn't doing tonight, Rhett Wilson
picked up the slack for sure.
So let's take a break. Come back and we'll talk about the player of the game here in just when we come back. Once again, our final score: Athens Bible School Trojans 65, St. Bernard Saints 40. You're listening to Athens Bible School basketball and Play Action Sports.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all: BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Come on out to Village Pizza on the Athens Square for the best freshly made pizza, wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Folks from all over the Southeast rave about their food, service, and great atmosphere. See for yourself. Village Pizza, 222 West Market Street in Athens. Since 1951, Cream Delight in Athens has been a Valley tradition. From their upside-down banana split and milkshakes to chili dogs and pretzels, Cream Delight has served generations from the same walk-up location. Cream Delight, 401 West Washington Street in Athens. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens' classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. Are you a good sport? Enter your name to be our good sport on the Play Action Sports Report. Every Wednesday during the podcast, we'll announce the winner. You might pick up a $25 gift certificate from Max Steakhouse in Athens. Just go online to pasnetwork.net, look for the Good Sport tab, and register. The Good Sport. Our next one could be you. From Max Steakhouse and Play Action Sports.
And welcome back to Athens Bible School basketball here on Play Action Sports Network. The Trojans victorious tonight by a 65 to 40 score. Almost made that game a lot closer than it was, Brian. 65-40 our score in a game that was really not even that close. Trojans raced out to a blistering first quarter and second quarter, 52 points at halftime, en route to a 65-40 victory. Lots of folks to come in tonight, Brian. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, total team effort this evening. A lot of strong defense all across the board. The ball was distributed evenly across all players. Lots of players with points tonight.
Luke Davis had a big game.
Luke Davis finished the game with 17 points. I think Connor Abernethy had 4 threes, something like that.
I think he had about 14.
Red Wilson had 11 points and a gazillion rebounds tonight. He owned the board.
It was in double figures. I wouldn't be shocked if he had 20 rebounds. Just a fantastic game. So, who did we pick for our player of the game?
Well, I think you got to go because of the rebounding effort of Rhett Wilson. I think you go with Rhett Wilson this evening. He definitely made a difference in this game.
Absolutely, well deserved. Rhett Wilson, our player of the game tonight. And you know what, Tim, I don't always remember the player of the night. It's sponsored by, Village Pizza or Cream Delight. I want to remind you each week, listen to the post-game shows. We announce our player of the night. Our featured player will get a gift certificate good at either Village Pizza or Cream Delight. And as we mentioned, tonight's player of the night is Rhett Wilson, and Rhett's got 2 weeks to drop by WKAC and pick up his gift card. I bet it won't take him that long. So great for him. Great night for the Trojans, 65-40 our score. The girls were also victorious tonight by a score of 57-28, and a lot of great players in that one tonight too. Your daughter, Brooke, with a big night, 20. How many points?
She finished with 27 or 29 points. And then Molly Chumley, I think, also finished with 17. So good effort by.
So great night all the way around. So just learned earlier we had a schedule change.
Hello,
and
Mr.
we will not be playing Shoals Christian at the first next week. Instead, both the varsity boys and girls will both be down at
the St. Bernard
tournament on Thursday and Friday. So look forward to that. I do not know when PAS will be back in action.
They've got the Ardmore
and Ardmore,
yeah.
So that's always a big rivalry.
Yep.
So tune in tomorrow night and listen to Elkmont and Ardmore.
And the Trojans travel to Florence. Is it Florence on Monday or Tuesday to play Shoals Christian?
So, no, you probably didn't hear. David Cox was explaining to us, and I assume this affects boys and girls, that due to exams at, I guess at Shoals, maybe here too, that game has been moved.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. That was going to be a good game.
I was kind of looking forward to that trip. Always do. But we'll pick them back up probably after the first of the year. So that'll do it tonight. Once again, our final score, your Athens Bible School Trojans 65 St. Bernard 40. For Brian Blakely, producer Tim Lambert, I'm Scott Abernathy signing off tonight. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next year.
You've been listening to Athens Bible School basketball from Play Action Sports in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Look for us on Facebook at Play Action Sports and on Twitter at PAS Network. Your source for Athens and Limestone County sports is Play Action Sports.